ethical Nuno calendar to raise money for the V Foundation.
The Nuno Eye Candy Calendar from ESPN Radio.
Nuno calendar coming to newsstands near you. Oh, my God.
We'll sell tens of copies.
Oh, Pat, you would buy it.
Oh, they're going fast, Pat. They're gonna be going fast, flying off the shelf.
Oh, my God. That was amazing.
The eye
Brendan
candy.
Friends, coming up next, we are on to the Boca Bowl next week on the 23rd and on to 2026. We're on Sportsmanlike, presented by...
From South LA to East LA, Sedano and Cap bring the city together.
Well, I do feel very connected to East LA, to all my people at Garfield High, Roosevelt High, and to all the people right there at the Whittier Boulevard right there. I'm telling you, man, people have come up to me and they're like, East Side Cap in the house. You were in my hood. That's right, I was.
Wake up with the morning show, Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7, only on ESPN LA.
Hey, Dad, I gotta come clean about something.
Okay.
I only paid for a brand new Hyundai Tucson.
Oh, you might be on the naughty list.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on select Hyundai vehicles. See your SoCal Hyundai dealer. Offers end January 2nd. Call 714-568-7676 for details.
Los Angeles, your LA Rams return home to battle the Arizona Cardinals in Week 18. Get ready for this NFC West showdown as the Rams look to close out their regular season in winning fashion. To secure your seats for this big-time matchup, visit therams.com/AZ. Again, that is therams.com/AZ to see your Rams and the Cardinals on either Saturday, January 3rd or Sunday, January 4th. Get your tickets now and we'll see you at the Rams house.
Think Verizon, the best 5G network, is expensive? Think again. Bring in your AT&T or T-Mobile bill to a Verizon store today and we'll give you a better deal. Now, what to do with your unwanted bills? Ever seen an origami version of the Hollywood sign? Jokes aside, Verizon has the most ways to save on phones and plans where everyone in the family can choose their own plan and save. So bring in your bill to your local LA Verizon store today and we'll give you a better deal. Rankings based on Root Metric True Score report dated 1H2025. Your results may vary. Must provide a postpaid consumer mobile bill dated within the past 45 days. Bill must be in the same name as the person redeeming the deal. Additional terms apply.
Call Jacob. And there it is, LA, the new number that's changing the game. 800-345-6789.
From courtside to curbside, when accidents happen, Jacob's the one you call.
With nearly 3 decades of experience, Jacob has the reputation to get you the compensation you deserve.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob 1-800-345-6789. Call Jacob.
I know you're listening to me wearing glasses or contacts. You're either nearsighted, farsighted, have astigmatism, or you're just over 45 and have to wear reading glasses. This is Dr. Sarudi, and I promise you, I can help you with any of these issues. No anesthesia, no pain, no downtime, and if you qualify, I'll even guarantee you with 20/20 or better vision or give your money back. I've never had to after 60,000 cases. Call 855-NOW-2020. 855-NOW-2020. That's 855-669-2020.
This college football moment is brought to you by ServePro.
College football teams have moments they recovered from and made it like it never even happened. Like on October 2nd, 1993, when the University of California faced a 30-0 halftime deficit to Oregon. Cal went on a remarkable 42-11 run in the second half to capture a 42-41 victory, one of the largest comebacks in college football history.
ServePro, like it never even happened.
This is the story of the one. As the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, she knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Granger for auto reordering, so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand, and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRANGER, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A Good Karma Brands radio station. Oh! The Sedano and Cap Morning Show is on the air.
Darnold in the gun, calls for the snap, to throw to the end zone, looking, lets it go middle, caught, Seahawks win. Eric Sauberts in the middle of the end zone, just across the goal line, 38-37, Seattle breaks LA's heart.
Yeah, he was very apologetic. I don't think he understood the totality of some of the things. I think he issued that apology. I know this guy's heart, and for anybody that was offended, terribly sorry about that. I know he feels that same exact way. He's a young guy that's a great kid that's continuing to learn about, just the platform that he has. I love him. We're going to continue to put our arm around him and help him learn and grow. But we never want to do things that ever offend anybody, and I know he feels that same way.
The biggest show in ESPN LA history.
Here's Isaiah Collier into the front court. Bounce pass stolen again by Luka. Second steal of the game by Luka. Goes behind his back into the front court. Alley-oop Arabia, slam dunk. Perfect pass by Luka. And it's a three-point game. 28-25, Jazz by 3.
Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
Scott Kaplan, eat a fat one, bro.
Thank you for letting me share in your aura.
How do you say his name? Asminger?
Asminger. On 710 ESPN.
The all-new ESPN LA app. And on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Give me a freaking break.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
What a catch by the tight end!
Dungus!
Right now.
Wow, that's crazy.
Well, you want to woo-woo?
I've danced with the devil.
It is smooth, baby. Yeah.
Chris, do you think I talk to my agent about what a mental midget you are every day?
I thought we couldn't say that anymore.
We didn't hear it. We didn't hear it.
You could say it.
I didn't hear nothing, Cappy.
Yeah.
Oh, I love my Cappy.
Yeah. I'll tell you right now. It is Friday morning. It is December 19th.
Yeah.
And this is the last broadcast day of the Sedano and Cap show. And I said it yesterday. Me, Beto, Bergie,
yeah,
Briones.
Oh, yeah.
Wait a second. Hold on. The roster goes deeper. Trudell, Steve Mason, Clinton Yates.
Woo!
We're all bringing it home, man.
Let's go, Cappy.
I'm proud of you, Cappy. I am proud of you that on the last day you are here live and in person. Well, from South.
He's a heart and soul kind of guy.
Heart and soul guy. Cappy's a heart and soul guy.
He's a team guy. He's a grinder. He's here for everybody.
Well, I'm here because last night...
Because you forgot to put in vacation day?
Right, that's exactly right, Beto. Thank you. That's precisely the case.
Cappy, before you get into last night, can you see what's behind me?
Let's take a look at you right here. Okay, well, first of all, it's Friday, which means Bergie wears a hat.
That's right.
And then secondly, Lindsay's Christmas gift to Morales,
it's
which
there.
is the
it's
neon
live and in person.
Positive vibes, baby. We're going today's the last day of the broadcast year, and we're going into 2026 with positive vibes.
I can't see it. What is it? You can see it?
You can't see that?
No.
It's
not
very bright.
I'm looking at the stream.
That neon light.
Oh, you're going to see it. Don't worry about it, buddy. You're just going to see it in 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good
there
vibes. Good vibes. Good.
Oh, there's nothing but good vibes in the building. Yeah. I know we got Christmas lights behind me too. That's nice.
We got a lot of Christmas cheer going on right now in our studio, and we got a lot of today's going to be a great day. It's going to be a lot of fun. But here's the big but. Last night turned into a disaster. And
for who?
And for the Rams.
Oh boy.
I like how you say for who, because you were probably working late into the night.
There was
right?
a lot of people. There was a lot of disaster yesterday, Cappy. You can start with just the studio and Briones and everything else. You want to talk about things getting thrown around 7-10 without Morales here? Oh, last night was that night. And, hey, great job by everybody who worked last night, Cappy, because you know what's going on? Did you know what happened last night?
No, tell me.
We had Rams, Lakers,
right,
Kings, and USC women's basketball all at the same time. At the same damn time, Cappy.
All four studios being used same time.
At one point, Sammy Batesh and I were in the same studio.
doing Lakers and Kings talk at the same time.
Like in Bull Durham. We got a lot of things going on. We got it done, though, Cappy. But, yeah, what a disaster in Seattle, man.
Well, the reason, and this is why yesterday I was saying that it was a must-win for the Rams. And Bergie pointed out, he's like, what are you talking about, must-win? He's like, they're already clinched a playoff spot, so there's no reason to say must win. What I meant was this. You lose a game like last night, which they obviously did, and then you think about what was the most tragic loss so far this season. There's only been 4 compared to 11 wins. But it was that Carolina loss. That was the loss that really put the Rams in a situation where they had to win. And the reality is this, though, Beto, Bergie, when you look at these division games, more often than not, these teams split, right? So when you look at Buffalo and New England went to Buffalo and won. Buffalo went back to New England and they won. When you look at the Bears and the Packers coming up this weekend, the Packers won 2 weeks ago in Green Bay. I mean, just the odds are that Chicago at home is going to win. The Rams beat the Seahawks in L.A. on a night where Sam Darnold threw 4 interceptions, and they still had a chance to win on a last-second field goal and lost. So the likelihood was that Seattle was going to wind up winning that game at home. But you guys tell me, when it's 30-14 in the fourth quarter with about 8 minutes to go, I sent out in our group chat, ass whooping. Because at that point...
You sure did.
Because Beto, at that point, it looked like the Rams were putting an ass whooping on Sam Darnold.
Because they were working him. I was watching the game at the same time. You know, we had it all on in our studio, and you're watching this, and this is where, damn, Sam Darnold really is bad. Damn, Sam Darnold, do you really want him as your quarterback? Oh, what is this? And then, wait a minute, a punt return back. Okay, here you go. Letting him hang around. Cappy. There was no motorboat yesterday. I know you're warming up the engine, but nah.
Yeah. And you know what the thing is that when you throw 2 interceptions, when you're sacked 4 times, and oh, by the way, when the receiver for the Seahawks was your superstar wide receiver for the Rams, Cooper Kupp, and he fumbles at the end of the first half. I mean, that was a tragic fumble for Seattle. You're going, everything is pointing towards the Rams. Do you guys know, by the way, that I never play the over-under on scores in a half? The over, hey, Beto.
For a half?
Beto, I'm getting into the degenerate level here.
No,
you sure are.
No.
Is this the more or less of the half?
No, yeah, so the over-under, this was not Prize Picks. This was the over-under was 21 points in the first half.
Oh.
And when Cooper Kupp fumbled that ball,
let's go, Cappy.
That pretty much ensured that it was going to be a 13-7, 20-point first half. I played the under.
Nice. Cappy, you're doing unders in the half. I love that about you.
How bad is that?
No, that's not bad. No, because that's good value if you know what you're looking at, if you know what's going on, because it's smart. It's a smart play. I do that a lot.
That's full on degenerate status.
No,
though.
it's not.
I know
it
is. If you're going that
degenerate.
deep into betting, that is degenerate.
No. Degenerate is when you're making. No, I'm gonna be quiet.
I'm kind of with you, Bergie. I'm kind of with you.
No, because half is a good value bet, and that's a smart thing. Right
It's
there.
like when I was betting in baseball. Be like, over under 19.5 pitches for Yamamoto in the first inning. We're going too deep. We're going too deep.
Come with me to Korean baseball, okay? Let me take care of you. Because Trevor Bauer last year when he was in Japan. Trevor Bauer. He
never heard him
so bad.
Never heard of him either.
You would just bet against him. Oh, he was making all kinds of money for me.
But you go back to this game, and when the Rams have a 30-14 lead with 8 minutes and change to go, there were 2 stats that were produced last night. One was that the Rams were, I want to say it was like 300 wins compared to 1 loss. In the history of the organization when leading by 15 points in the fourth quarter. Did you guys
I saw that. And it was 0 and like 121 for the Seahawks for winning when being down by 15 plus.
And then you're looking at that stat and they're showing Sam Darnold right next to the stat. You're like, yeah, that okay.
Right.
Just troll him while you're at it.
Right, so that was it. And I'll find the exact number. I want to say that the Seahawks were like 0-155. So they had 0 wins and 155 losses in the organization's history when trailing by more than 14 points in the fourth quarter or something like that, right? And then on the flip side, the Rams were like 323 wins compared to 1 loss in the history of the organization when leading by 14 points in the fourth quarter. So the Seahawks don't win these kinds of games, and the Rams don't lose these kinds of games, and a statistical anomaly kind of happened last night.
And it was
for these two teams.
So disappointing, too, because they were up 30. You talked about it a little bit earlier, 30-14. And in 2 minutes, they were fully tied. It all started with that punt return from Rashid Shaheed, by the way.
What did you say, Cappy? Berg, you came in here and told me the stat, like how many minutes separated?
Yeah, so I have the exact. I went and looked to see what the exact numbers were because it was kind of. It's crazy. So with 8:18 left in the fourth quarter, the Rams had a 30-14 lead. With 6:23 left in the fourth quarter, the game was tied. Less than 2 minutes it took for that game to be tied.
The Rams, okay, when leading by 15 points or more in the fourth quarter, the Rams, in the history of the organization, 323 wins and 1 loss. Last night, they became 323-2. And for Seattle, I want to say the number was 0 wins, 155 losses when trailing by 15 points in the fourth quarter, and now they've got their 1 win. And you know the thing is, what really bothers me is this. It's one thing when you're up 14 or 15 points and you give up the lead or you give up the tie. Do you guys realize that the Seahawks, not only did they score 3 touchdowns, they also got 3 2-point conversions.
Insane.
They were 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions.
And you needed it. The first team ever to get a 2-point conversion to win it in overtime, right? Like if you had the kicker yesterday for Seattle, who normally gets a couple field goals,
Jason Myers,
he's a great play on Prize Picks. Not last night. They didn't even look his way at all, Cappy, because they were trailing most of the game, so they needed to go for the 2-point conversions. But then the way that they had it at the last play, Cappy, did you think Sam Darnold was really going to be the guy to put him over the top?
I just kept thinking, conversion. I just kept thinking that Darnold will make another mistake.
That's what I thought.
And the pass that he threw for the game-winning 2-point conversion, if you go back and watch it, especially from behind him, so from the end zone version, that ball just barely got through the traffic. Just barely.
I'm glad you said that because I thought that Darnold would have thrown that into one of his linemen, like he's done in the past, right? Where he's been under pressure, running around, scrambling, and hits like a shoulder of one of the linemen, and that's how it's going to end. Like, I didn't expect them to pull the 2-point conversion like that.
But you know where I really felt like the Rams were in a little bit of trouble? Because, look, even at 30-30, I was like, you know what? I still think the Rams are going to wind up winning this game in overtime. And there was a thought, I was thinking that when Seattle scored the touchdown, rather than go for 2, I thought they might go for 1 simply because a tie in the standings would have helped them more than a loss. I mean, a loss would have been devastating, but a tie would have been okay. But those guys had guts, man. They went for it, and they went and they got it. But you know what? There's an irony in all of this, and we haven't even mentioned Puka's name. We'll get to him.
Oh, man, that's a whole hour right there.
But here's the irony in all of this. The Seahawks had a chance to win in L.A. after a 4-interception performance because, as you guys just mentioned, Jason Myers has an opportunity to go onto that field and kick a game-winning field goal. It's a lot to ask of a guy to kick a 61-yard field goal to win a game. But they gave him the opportunity. The Rams had an opportunity to win the game last night. And we all know about the Rams' special teams and what has happened to them this year. And we saw them lose in Philadelphia when 2 field goals were blocked. We saw a bunch of missed field goals as the year went on. They replaced the long snapper. They replaced the kicker. So I'm watching the game, and here comes Harrison Mevis, the new kicker for the Rams. And I'm saying to the people I'm watching with, this guy's been perfect. This guy's 8 for 8 on field goals in his career with the Rams. He's 3 for 3 tonight, and this is his first pressure kick. 48-yard field goal, misses it. We go to overtime. I mean, the irony of the fact that the Seahawks had a chance to win on a field goal on a terrible night in L.A. for them, and the Rams have a chance to win on a field goal in Seattle on a night where the Rams offense annihilated the Seattle defense, and the kicking problems for the Rams show up twice in the game, once on a punt return and once on a missed field goal.
Now, if you look at just the stats just in general, too, like Matthew Stafford, 457 yards, 3 touchdowns. Puka Nacua, 225 yards, 2 touchdowns. You sacked Sam Darnold 4 times. You picked him off twice. Jackson Smith and Jigba, and before the overtime, had around 70 yards, no touchdowns, just wasn't really being that effective. and they still lost that game.
Yeah, the MVP candidate had nothing in the first half. You're wondering if he's even hurt. What's going on? Where was he?
Yeah, there was nothing. And Darnold was just not the same. The touchdowns that they did score, it was off of long runs by Kenneth Walker. It was by Rashid Shaheed having a punt return. Yeah. It was all being done not off of Darnold's arm, and they still lost that game. That's devastating.
It is devastating because, honestly, now – and this, again, I know I said must win. I know it sounded ridiculous, but now that Carolina loss hurts so much more. And now, as a Rams fan, you actually need Carolina here in the last couple of weeks to help you because Seattle will play against Carolina. And you got to hope that somehow along the way Carolina can find a way to pull a win. You also need, because after this week, San Francisco is going to play Indianapolis, but then San Francisco will play Chicago. And so here's the thing. The Rams can still win the division, and the Rams can still be the number 1 overall seed. But they're going to need a lot of help to make that happen. This game, you just used the word devastating, Bergie. This loss, and listen, it's on the road at Seattle. You beat them at home when they gave you 4 picks. It almost seemed like everything pointed towards Seattle winning that game last night. And by the way, Seattle was a 1.5 point favorite.
But you don't blow a lead like that, Cappy.
You're right.
6 minutes to go.
Hey, listen.
Can't do it.
Hey, I'll ask
if
you
guys
guys
lose
this.
is one thing, but when you have a lead like that and you've been dominating the game, that ain't right with me, man.
I agree. And the referees.
Oh, come on.
I'm not blaming any refs.
Oh, okay.
I'm not blaming the refs at all.
Some people are.
But
no, one person.
Yeah, really. And you know what? We got to hear from Sean McVey. We'll hear from Puka. We'll hear from the principals of last night's game coming up in just a couple of minutes. Beto is in today.
Woo!
Me, Beto, Bergie, Briones, we're bringing it home. We'll bring in Trudell. We'll bring in Clinton Yates. We'll bring in Steve Mason. We got a great show coming up for you today, so stick around. But first, Prize Picks. Rough night last night on Prize Picks, I will admit, because
I was on fire last night, Cappy.
Were you really?
Oh, yeah. I was cashing out early.
You were. Yeah. Hey, Beto, here was my problem. I thought it was going to be cold, rainy, and windy last night in Seattle, and the weather really didn't play a role in the game at all. But because I had read about all these, extreme winds, I said, well, they're not going to pass the ball very much tonight. It's going to be all about running. So I played the quarterbacks for less than.
Yep.
And it did not work out for me last night.
I played them less than in the first half, and once I saw Matthew Stafford going off, I'm like, oh, early cash out. Let me take my money.
Smart move. Well, hey, I want to direct everybody's attention to the weekend that we're about to have. Yeah, we got a lot of football. We got college football. We got pro football. But I'm going to play tonight, Beto, and I'm going to ask you for your advice later on in today's show. But Anthony Joshua is fighting against Jake Paul.
Yes, sir, on Netflix.
There's no way possible that Anthony Joshua takes a fall for this kid. Come on, man. On Prize Picks, he's a max discount. All he has to do is land half of a total punch. That's it. All Anthony Joshua has to do is land more than half of a punch, and you're halfway home to a win. So make sure you download the Prize Picks app, use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y, make your first $5 lineup, get $50 in lineups, but make sure you're playing the Anthony Joshua max discount because all he has to do is land half a punch. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. All right. All right, let's keep it going here, guys. I think we ought to hear from Sean McVey.
No commercials here? Jeez.
No
roll,
commercials.
Huh?
We just keep things going.
We keep going.
Yeah, I don't get into the car until 8 o'clock, so I don't know how the 7 o'clock works.
It's the palate cleanser. We do the little read, then we come back, we talk a little more.
Cappy, that's 19 straight minutes of you, man. I'm proud of you. No wonder you need a vacation. You're a grinder, bro.
You want to hear Sean McVay's walk-off interview with JB Long?
Yeah. Let's hear it all, man, because I know Twitter has just been on fire with McVey post-game press conferences and the media hitting him up with what Puka's tweeting from the locker room, and we got a lot to listen to. So, Bergie, where would you like to start?
So let's start with his walk-off. He's still very proud of his team.
Back at Lumen Field following the Rams' overtime loss, joined by the head coach of your Rams, Sean McVey. We've been struggling to put this one into words. We'll give you a chance. What can you say?
Yeah, no, I got no words. I'm proud of this team. I love this team. I've never seen anything like some of the stuff that happened tonight in regards to some of the calls. It's the craziest shit I've ever freaking seen in my life. So I don't have anything to say except for I'm proud of this team. I can't wait for us to respond like the men we're capable of. Appreciate you guys.
All right. Wow.
He loves the curse, by the way.
I know.
He's a ball coach. That's
hey,
what
listen,
he does.
everybody now in sports, players, coaches, everybody wants to curse. I even heard one of the reporters on ESPN's College Game Day. They're like, hey, let's go into the Michigan Stadium right now. And they go, hey, how is it in there? And she goes, man, it's cold as beep. Yeah. I'm like, wait, is that really happening now? As far as what McVey just said, I think everybody will pull out the exact same thing I'm going to pull out. Some of the calls in this game, he says. So Puka was complaining about the referees. We all said that's going to be a distraction. And then it was late in the game, and there was a pass interference penalty called against Seattle. Oh, by the way, we haven't even mentioned this. Seattle lost 3 defensive backs to injury in the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's why Puka scored that touchdown in overtime, and nobody even touched him.
There was nobody there. Nobody's available for him.
They had 3 DBs go out in the fourth quarter, and this still happened. But Puka got a call. They called a pass interference or like a defensive holding against the defensive back because he just put his hand on Puka's shoulder, and I went, complaining about the referees, you just got a big call. But I think what Sean McVay's talking about is the penalty on a touchdown where they were on like the 2-yard line. And somehow, I've never seen this before in the history of football, where there's a penalty for an offensive lineman who's too far down the field, and they take the touchdown off the board. Illegal man downfield. Dude, it's on the 2-yard line. How could the offensive lineman have gotten to a penalty situation?
You can't get that far downfield.
I didn't understand what happened in that play. So I think if the Rams have a gripe with the referees, that's the one play in particular. But I don't think anybody should be blaming the referees for what happened last night.
No, but there's also the 2-point conversion, which is one that tied the game up at 30-30. The 2-point conversion where the backwards pass was. Yeah. I mean, technically, if you look at it like really closely, it was a backwards pass, but that was the craziest thing I've ever seen. I also don't think you can move the ball forward on a fumble like that, especially on a 2-point conversion.
Well,
so how he picked it up in the end zone.
He just picked it up.
I know, but it should be a dead ball, I'm pretty sure.
Well, I'm actually glad you're bringing this up because my first point was, how could an offensive lineman become an illegal man downfield when you're on the 2-yard line? Like, if you're on the 50-yard line, I could understand it. On the 2-yard line, I can't. The 2-point conversion that is picked up in the end zone, and then they're getting ready to kick the ball off. And then the refs come in and they stop the game. Hold on again. Hold on. We're reviewing this thing. Oh, actually, we're putting the 2 points on the board.
All right, so Cappy, here when you said that the illegal man was 2 yards away, right?
Yeah, something like that.
So,
yeah.
Okay, if he's on the 2-yard line, I'm looking it up right here. The rule: too far past the line of scrimmage in the NFL, 1 yard. The NFL, they cannot be more than 1 yard past the line of scrimmage. So if they were on the 2, they're technically too far.
And by the way, just to your point, technically, if Sam Darnold throws the ball and it goes behind the line and it hits a player on the helmet and then it bounces and then the ball is just sitting there, if the whistle doesn't blow, it's a live ball.
You keep going. See, the thing with the rule about you can't advance that ball, right? You can't tap it to somebody else on purpose. But if it hits somebody and it deflects, you still got to fall on it, and that's what Charbonnet did. He just picked it up in the end zone.
I thought when he picked it up, it was almost as if he was picking it up like, well, there's the ball. I'll pick it up and throw it to the referee.
It was. Oh, there's no way he knew the rule.
Right.
There's no way he knew.
He didn't go pounding on it and jumping on it like as if everybody was going for the ball.
He didn't spike. He just grabbed it like, it's here. All right.
Yeah,
let me pick it up against the ref, whatever.
Right. It was like he was cleaning something up, like as if his mouthpiece dropped on the ground. I mean, literally, he did not jump on that ball knowing the ball is still live.
But you make a good point, Cap, because you've been on the sidelines for many years. If you don't hear that whistle, something still going on. It's still live.
Bergie, you want to play McVey and what he said about that 2-point conversion?
Sure, let's go.
As far as the game's concerned, it was a great back-and-forth battle between two really good football teams. What I was referring to is that I've never quite seen anything like what happened on the 2-point conversion, where you're lined up to kickoff. Then they say it's a fumble because they had the clear and obvious recovery. Now you tack it on, you make it a 30-30 game. very interesting. Didn't get a clear explanation of everything that went on just because of some of the timing of it. They were trying to be able to do that, but that's the thing that I've said. I've never seen anything or never been a part of anything like that, and I've grown up around this game. I'm not making excuses. We don't do that. I don't believe in that. It doesn't move us forward, but we do want clarity and an understanding of, the things that we can do to minimize that when we rejected the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at our live YouTube chat right now, and people are going, well, the referees did blow the whistle. If that happened, if the whistle had blown, and by the way, I'm going to say this is up for conversation right now because I'm going to go back and watch this play again and make sure. I'm going to listen carefully, see if I can hear anything. But if the whistle was blown, how the heck they could go back and reverse this, I have no idea.
Yeah, that's a different story. I was watching on mute, so I didn't hear anything like that. But I'm just saying, you've always been told, right? Play into the whistle. Well, if that's the case, it's a whole other world.
I'm just, I'm so surprised that as great as Stafford was, as incredible as Puka Nacua was, and by the way, we'll all talk about Puka and the long catches and the touchdowns and all the great things that he did.
You want to talk about football with Puka?
Well, to me,
it doesn't matter.
His best play of the entire game was on that 4th and 5 play early in the game where the DB is draped all over him, and he's got the DB's hands like in between him, and he still makes the catch around the DB and is able to pull it in and then hold on to the ball while it's trying to be ripped away. I mean, Puka Nacua last night was having one of these games where I'm like, you know what? For all the crap the kid talked and for all the people that he offended, we're all watching this kid put on a show. Yep. And then in the end, we're all sitting here talking about the referees because that's what he brought our attention to earlier in the week.
That's exactly it. He brought it back. After that amazing game that he had, he shut everybody up and then let it all happen once again.
Yeah. Somebody needs their phone taken away. And it's not you, Cappy, for once.
Well, what did Puka Nacua do after this game? Why did he do it? We'll hear from him coming back. The Rams, a devastating loss last night. This is Sedano and Cap, our final broadcast day of the year, and we're just getting rolling.
This is the Sedano and Cap Morning Show.
This is the Doctor in the Dugout with Dr. Alan Byer, presented by Hoag Orthopedic Institute.
I'm often asked about people who suffer their first back injury, think they've pulled a muscle in their back, and they don't stretch enough as far as their back is concerned. So when do you seek care from a doctor when you've sustained a back injury? At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, we like to tell people that the most important thing is to watch and see if that back pain is radiating down your leg, causing any numbness, causing any weakness, or any bowel or bladder dysfunction. These are surgical problems usually and require a more urgent visit to the emergency room rather than waiting to see the doctor. If none of these signs are present, it's safe to wait it out, rest for a few days, and seek medical care from your doctor within a week or so. Hope that helps. Keep stretching your back. If that doesn't get better in a week or 10 days, that's when it's time to seek the orthopedic specialist. Hope this keeps you on the field, and keep listening. We'll be back soon.
Keep listening for more on the road to recovery right here on 710 ESPN.
Sage Spa gift certificates fit perfectly in a stocking, especially mine. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Bowl season has begun. Bring your crew, drink some brew, catch the view at Sideline Sports Bar.
Number 2.
Mosen's Happy Hour. Half off bar bites, beer, wine, and cocktails.
And the number 1 reason.
Morongo's New Year's Eve Regency Ball. Party into the new year with $50,000 in free slot play and prizes.
Morongo, good times.
Buenos dias.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. If you've been waiting for the perfect moment to step into real luxury, now's the time. Cadillac of Beverly Hills just kicked off the season's best sales event with incredible offers to unwrap for the holidays. Tons of beautiful, brand new Cadillacs to choose from. And it's all happening right now at the best luxury dealership in the world, Cadillac of Beverly Hills. Go see my friends at Cadillac of Beverly Hills today at Wilshire and Robertson in Beverly Hills, or check them out at CadillacBeverlyHills.com.
The NBA is happening Christmas Day. 5 games, one unforgettable lineup.
That's what Christmas is all about.
Buckets for breakfast, breakaways for dessert. It's the holiday tradition.
Christmas is our day.
With star power from across the globe.
The stars, they are going to be out.
The best gift, you don't even have to unwrap it.
We want to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year!
NBA Christmas Day begins at noon Eastern on ABC and ESPN.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ETHOS.com/game.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Hey, this is Rich Eisen. You're starting your day with the Sedano and Cap Morning Show on ESPN LA. Don't forget my show. The Rich Eisen Show is coming up this morning at 9 on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app. Now, back to the Sedano and Cap Morning Show.
Cappy.
What is happening right now?
That is Navidad Sin Ti by Los Bukis. Your guys, Cappy.
Oh, mucho amor para los Bukis.
Oh, turn it up, Briones.
Yes. Mucho amor para los Bukis.
No. So the song is, there's no amor in the song, Cappy.
You're lonely on Christmas. That's what it is.
Navidad without you.
Yeah.
Sí, pero yo tengo amor para los Bukis.
Sí. Tú tienes amor para los Bukis.
Sí.
Fan número uno, right?
Sí.
El Cappy. But some of the lyrics in here, Cappy, let me translate it for you. Right? Christmas is here without you. I'm all alone. I remember the day I lost you. Oh, come on, Cap. Spitting bars right there.
That gets you right there, right in the feels.
Well, and then I see a picture of you, and I'm not with you. I take that picture and I put it against my chest. Again, another Christmas without you. It's like you without Sedano and Morales right now. Navidad sin Sedano.
Sí.
Greg was like, what are you doing right now? It's like, I had a little sabor. Come on.
This if you bring me in, man, there's going to be some burrito sabanero coming on, all that stuff. And shout out to all the LAUSD teachers that are going to work right now. Last day of before the break, so we know Walrus is like counting down the hours.
Oh, yeah.
All teachers right now are like, damn, these damn kids, go back to your parents for 3 weeks.
No, this is the day when you're a teacher where you go, hey, as far as class goes today, we're rolling in the TV from the AV area in the library, and we're watching A Christmas Story.
Cappy, Cappy, let me update you to 2025. Here's what's going on. There is no rolling in the TV.
Oh, there isn't?
Hey, today, kids, use your phone in the room if you want.
Yeah, everybody can use your phone.
Yeah, you can use your phone today.
Well, like I said earlier today, it is Sedano and Cap. Me, Beto, Bergie, Briones, and then a cast of Trudell and Clinton Yates and Steve Mason. We're all going to bring it home, and we're going to take everybody up until the very end, and then we'll be back at the beginning of the new year. And I hope that everybody has a terrific Hanukkah, a wonderful Christmas, a very happy and healthy new year, and let's do it all over again and take it bigger and better in 2026. But back to the game last night.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, it's listen,
there's so many things you could break down right now, Cappy.
I'm not blaming the referees. I'm just saying that right now. I know Sean McVey is frustrated on the 2-point conversion. I understand that.
Of course.
I didn't understand the illegal man downfield penalty on a touchdown when you're on the 2-yard line. I thought that was a questionable call. But I also thought that the Rams got some calls. I'll give you an example. I mean, I mentioned the Puka Nacua. There was a pass interference against Nacua on a play where he wasn't even the target. That was number one. And number two, and this is how things go. Remember the play where Blake Corum had a ball tip off of his fingers and the ball goes popping up into the air and Seattle thinks they've come away with an interception?
Yep.
But in super slow-mo, you can see that the nose of the ball actually hits the ground. I mean, it's not as if all the calls went against the Rams.
No.
And I'm not blaming the referees.
No.
You have a 30-14 lead in the fourth quarter, and you not only give up a punt return for a touchdown, then they score another to tie, and then they score a third in overtime, and on all three they get 2-point conversions?
Cappy, Sam Darnold beat you in overtime.
Sam Darnold, who last year in the playoffs you sacked 9 times. Sam Darnold, who earlier this season you picked off 4 times. Sam Darnold, who you sacked 4 times last night and threw 2 interceptions. And Cooper Kupp, your former MVP, fumbles in what looks like he's going in for a touchdown.
There's no excuses. You can't go into the referee's part.
No.
You shot yourself in the foot. It's your own mistakes. There was distractions from your dumb receiver who balled out, by the way, over 200 yards. Fantastic on the field. But, Cappy, this is a game that should have been won, right? I know when you're playing Seattle and you're thinking, okay, we'll split with them. But no. This game wasn't even close. Right. It was complete domination. As you even said it. You texted your group chat. What did you say?
Ass whooping.
Well, somebody had the belt, but they didn't put it to the ass. That's what happened, Cappy. They brought it out, and they just scared him, but they didn't actually do anything to him.
And you're so right. I mean, you want to blame the referees? Go ahead, blame the referees. I'll tell you what I blame. I blame the fact that you gave up a punt return that completely changed momentum. That's number one. I'll blame the fact that the field goal kicker, who had been perfect, 8 for 8 and 3 for 3 on the game, he misses a field goal that is at least is going to put them in the lead in regulation. And I'll tell you one other thing. And Sedano never agrees with me on this, and that's okay, but I'm going to maintain it. And this is my philosophy. So someday, Beto, when I become a head coach in the NFL, this is my philosophy. Never kick a field goal on the road that is shorter than an extra point. Meaning,
go for it.
That if you are on the 5-yard line and it's 4th and goal, and you've already gone for it on 4th and 1 on your own end of the field, and you've already gone for it on 4th and 5, don't kick a field goal that's under 32 yards. Go for it, and if you miss it, make them go 95 yards.
Cappy, well, all these teams have the analytics department, right? They all have somebody, the playlist that tells them, hey, at this point, you're going to go for it. With this amount of time, you're going to do this. You're going to kick. They all have that. It's not like they're going by their gut anymore. Everything is laid out. Everything's giving them all kinds of information from their quants. They know what they should or shouldn't do according to the numbers, right?
That is exactly right. But at some point, as McVey said, he goes, I've been around this game my whole life, and I've never seen anything like that. Well, you've been around the game your whole life. Sometimes you got to coach with gut and feel and not with analytics. And I would just I would tell you that when you're on the road in a division game this late in the season with everything on the line, and you're already going for it on 4th and 1 on your own side of the field, it's very risky. You don't kick chip shot field goals. That's how you lose games.
This is, you're giving fuel to the games are rigged, people. Right? The league wants this. The league wants. That's what you're giving fuel to. No, you know what happened? Your kicker missed.
Right.
You threw an interception. Like everything was. So stop with the it's rigged part. That's what we're kind of giving fuel to. Cappy, you know what happened yesterday?
Tell me.
The Rams really messed up because the opportunity to get the number 1 spot, the opportunity to give Devontae Adams more time off with that hamstring. And yes, Seattle won. Seattle's been playing good football, but they're not as good as the Rams. They escaped yesterday.
Beto, you realize that going into that game, Seattle was 11-3. Their losses were to San Francisco, the Rams, and Tampa Bay, 3 playoff teams. The only win that Seattle had that you could look at and go, well, there's a good win. They beat a quality playoff caliber team was Houston, and that was like 7-8 weeks ago. Houston's been on a 5 or 6 game winning streak. So the only marquee win that Seattle had all year was against Houston. Otherwise, playing against NFC teams that are all playoff caliber teams, they lost them all.
Yeah, Seattle's won 5 in a row now.
Wait, we can't say that they're not as good as the Rams. They just beat the Rams, and in the game that they played before, they had the opportunity to win off them. They missed the field goal. That's every single game that they've been in with them. They've been right there no matter what.
Yeah,
despite the 4 interceptions,
I'm going to do sports talk
despite
radio
the
right
2
now.
interceptions, four. They are as good.
No,
they are right there with them.
Are.
You can't put, and they have 11 wins.
This is I'm doing the sports talk radio thing. Did the Rams lose or did Seattle win?
No, Seattle did this twice. This is the second time they've done this.
But it was, for me, watching this, again, I was also doing the Lakers last night, so I had one eye on the Lakers, one eye on this game. I'm watching them like, how are the Rams screwing this up?
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like it was a back and forth kind of battle. It wasn't like the Seattle Seahawks were punching the Rams going back and forth with them. It was the Rams let Seattle hang around. The Rams let Seattle get some confidence. You should not have those long punt returns. You should not have the 2-point conversions like that. The Rams fell apart in the fourth quarter.
You're exactly right. Listen, The punt return changed the momentum. But I would ask you, and I'll tell you, Bergie, I bet you we could do some statistical analysis. I wonder what the percentage is in the NFL of 2-point conversions. So, in other words, if there were 100 2-point conversions in the season thus far, how many of them were converted? Let's just say it was 50%, okay? Let's say teams are 50% on 2-point conversions. You mean to tell me that last night the Seahawks were capable of getting 3 2-point conversions? They were 100% on 2-point conversions? That's, I promise you, that's unheard of.
So right now it says the NFL success rate for 2-point conversions generally averages around 48% to 50%. In 2024, it was 31%. In 2023, it was 55%.
Okay, so figure, just guessing here, teams are about 50% on 2-point conversions.
Right.
Last night, if you would have told me they were 2 for 3, they still would have been better than average because they would have been 66%.
Yeah.
If they were 1 for 3, they would have been less than average. They were 100% on 2-point conversions. So let's go to the podium, because last night, McVey is standing there at the podium. And while he's there, he doesn't have his phone in front of him. He's not on Twitter, but all the reporters are. So they start getting into McVey about what Puka is tweeting from the locker room, and McVey has no clue what's going on here. Listen to how it all played out.
No, it wasn't a distraction at all. Did you think his play showed that he was distracted? I didn't think so either. He went off today. He didn't. And you know what?
Sorry,
I apologize for.
We're going to play the right one. It was in the wrong order.
All right, don't worry about it. It's not.
It's Friday. It's Friday. It's this one.
I found it. He's got a hat on, bro. He's got a hat on. Leave him alone.
This is why. It's Friday. I'm wearing a hat exactly.
Yeah,
so here we go.
But set up though what he did though, because Puka said
Well,
a tweet
says,
out, right?
it puts it all together.
Oh, is it okay?
So Puka just tweeted something out, kind of taking like a veiled shot there at the refs. I mean.
What are you talking about?
You just put something on Twitter a couple minutes ago.
Yeah, so what are you asking me right now?
Are you okay?
I can't answer questions about something that I'm not aware of.
Okay, but are you okay with players kind of expressing frustration over things like that? Or is that something that you hope that they kind of keep to themselves? And
I got to have more information before I answer any of those kind of questions.
All right, so Puka, to your point, Beto, the game ends, Puka goes to the locker room, and I'm telling you, this is within... You guys would have to really look at the timeline. But what do you think? Within 5 minutes of the game being over-ish? I'm not talking 30 minutes later, an hour later. It's not 2 hours later. They're on the plane. This is within minutes of the game ending. Puka apparently goes into the locker room and sends out a tweet. And the tweet says, "Can you say I was wrong? Appreciate you, Stripes, for your contribution. LOL." So what Puka was saying was, hey, referees, calling them Stripes, thanks for helping out tonight. I told everybody that you guys call bad penalties. I told everybody that you want to get on TV and show off to your pals. Can you say I was wrong? And appreciate your contribution.
Damn.
Dude.
I saw that last night, Cappy. It came across my feed, and I'm like, that's AI. I'm like, there's no way he's going to tweet that right now. I didn't even pay attention to it. I didn't click on it. I thought it was one of those fake Adam Schefter accounts. And nope. Like, what are you doing?
Right.
What are you doing, Cappy?
And I'll tell you right now, this thing pissed off McVey. You know, McVey says all the right stuff.
Yeah, he wants to talk football.
Right. Well, and now he has to defend Puka. Hey, if he offended anybody, he's really sorry. We're really sorry. We don't feel that way. All the things that McVey's going to say, because people love McVey and he knows he has to defend his guy.
Yeah.
And as great as Puka Nacua was last night, and he was amazing, in the end, his immaturity
absolutely
came back and bit these guys in the butt.
Yep. Hey, Cappy, my niece Sarah, the kindergarten teacher, says, tell Cappy that LAUSD, we all have that 65-inch whiteboard and TV all in one, baby.
Oh, you know what?
They're modern, baby. They're modern.
Yeah, me, I'm old school, man. I got like a 17-inch Zenith that gets rolled in. It's got a VHS recorder underneath it. And we're all going to watch a movie.
Let me show you Jock Jams.
Oh, my God. Hilarious. Hey, let me talk to everybody here real quick as we get ready to hit this holiday break. I first want to send out a lot of love to our friend Damon Lyons. He's the CEO of Seller's Advantage. I've mentioned this a couple times during the week, but he lost his mom this past week. And, you know, Damon's 48 years old, and he's really, you know, I think he's feeling grateful that he had 48 years with his mom. But as he told me, he's like, you're just never prepared. And I know a lot of you guys out there know what I'm talking about. So love and support and prayers and everything else that I can say in support of Damon Lyons. But now let me talk about what Damon can do for you. If you're ready to sell your home, you've inherited a home, you don't want to play landlord, you don't want to pay taxes on it, you don't want to live in it, or your kids have moved out and you've got a lot of house and you don't need that much house. Or, you know what? Hey, listen, I'm going to retire and I've got all this equity in the house and I want to take all this cash and I want to go move somewhere closer to my kids, or I want to go somewhere where it's cheaper. It doesn't really matter what your reason is for selling your home, but here's what I can tell you. Nobody makes the process easier than Seller's Advantage, and here's why. Because when you normally sell a home, you hire an agent. They tell you all the money you need to spend to fix the place up, to make it so that it's more attractive to a buyer. But you don't want to spend money to try and make more. You're like, hey, I don't want to spend $50 to make $75. I don't want to fix the place up. I want to sell it as is. And that's where Seller's Advantage can really help you, because they'll buy it as is. You don't have to do any of the repairs. You don't have to fix it up. You don't have to invest money into something that you're moving out of. They will buy your home with cash as is. And all you have to do is call them for a free, no-obligation offer. It's 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-AS-IS. I'll slow it down for you. I've had a lot of coffee. 888-390-2747, or visit sellersadvantage.com. Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage. There you go. Got to have the at the end, you know? I think you do. All right, coming up, our 12 days of giving back will conclude today. That's all happening. Plus, Mike Trudell shows up. Were you guys all watching the Rams like I was? Because if you were, you might not have seen what happened with the Lakers last night in Utah. Mike Trudell will be here. We'll all find out what happened. Stick around. This is Sedano and Cap.
The biggest moments in sports live on ESPN LA, powered by Hard Rock Casino Tahoe.
The biggest moments in sports happen on ESPN LA, thanks to Hard Rock Casino Tahoe.
The college football playoff.
Into the end zone for his first touchdown as a Sooner. Down to the goal line. Touchdown. Rico Scott. Touchdown tied.
The biggest moments in sports on ESPN LA from ESPN Radio, powered by Hard Rock Casino Tahoe.
All right, fans, here's your winning play. Live entertainment that hits harder than a goal line drive, and 24/7 gaming with nonstop action. No huddle required. Punch it into the end zone at Hard Rock Casino Tahoe, just 15 miles south of Bakersfield.
The biggest moments in sports happen on ESPN LA.
Hey guys, it's Cap. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement, and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt, one of Southern California's largest public adjuster firms. Avner Gatt knows how to fight back when your insurance company makes you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope of getting into your home and getting it all back together. With decades of experience and a passion for helping people, Avner and his family take the call themselves. So whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is, you call Avner Gatt today at 818-917-5256, or you go to avnergatt.com. It's 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. You call, Avner answers, he says hello. Your claim is our game. avnergatt.com.
Los Angeles, your LA Rams return home to battle the Arizona Cardinals in Week 18. Get ready for this NFC West showdown as the Rams look to close out their regular season in winning fashion. To secure your seats for this big-time matchup, visit therams.com/AZ. Again, that is therams.com/AZ to see your Rams and the Cardinals on either Saturday, January 3rd or Sunday, January 4th. Get your tickets now and we'll see you at the Rams house.
Quack, quack. It's exactly what everyone wanted. The best offers of the season during the 2025 Subaru Share the Love event at Ocean Subaru Fullerton, where we will donate $325 for every new vehicle purchased or leased to the charity of your choice. Take advantage of 0% financing for 36 months on a 2025 Subaru Outback Premium all-wheel drive.
With approved credit from Subaru Motors Finance. On all buyers of vehicles who qualify. $325 donation consists of $250 from Subaru and an additional $75 from Ocean Subaru Fullerton. Plus tax, tag, title, and dock fee. Zero security deposit. Offer do not combine. See dealer for complete details. Expires 12/31/2025.
Switching to Progressive is a game-winning call. And that reminds us of other game-winning calls in the history of sports.
So it was the fourth quarter and we're down by 5. Sweat pouring down my face. Suddenly it hit me. If only I could wrap part of the towel around my forehead. And that's how I became the first basketball player to wear a headband.
Okay, not really a game-winning call, but it was a good call. You can make one too. Switch to Progressive and you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, not available in all states.
Too much on your list this season? Get 50% off your first 6 months of payroll at gusto.com/radio. Gusto saves you 2 days every month on payroll, taxes, and compliance. So you can go from making payroll to making gingerbread houses, checking your books to decking the halls, spreadsheets to snow angels. Switch before the end of the year and there's no need to transfer payroll history. Now that's a reason to be merry. Choose a future with Gusto and get more time for what matters. For a limited time, get 50% off your first 6 months at gusto.com/radio.
Hi, this is Avner Gat, founding partner of the Sedano and Cap Morning Show. Avner Gat Inc. is your trusted Los Angeles public adjuster. Call me directly at 818-917-5256 for help navigating the complexity of your insurance claim. Now back to the Sedano and Cap Morning Show. Good morning, guys.
Good morning, Avner. Appreciate you, brother. Happy Hanukkah to you and the entire family. Happy New Year to you and the entire family. And as always, when you need Avner Gat, he's available. You call him, he says, hello. Hello.
He's right behind me. I see his billboard every day on the 405.
I know, man. I think here's what's going on, Beto. I think Avner, Jacob Amrani, and Damon Lyons from Sellers Advantage are all having a competition to see who can have more billboards on the freeways of L.A.
We should have started a billboard company.
We still can.
And then bought a baseball team. Cappy, we are the best friends of LAUSD teachers right now. Getting a bunch of tweets.
All right.
Popeye, 3-teamer. Thanks for shouting us out. LAUSD teachers are working. I mean, all the school districts are working mostly.
Mm-hmm.
But shout out to all the educators that listen to us, man.
Amen to that.
We're here for that, man. And I sent the link to a couple of my friends who are teachers because they're not teaching today. And they're like, hey, where can I listen? I was like, well, the ESPN LA app. Like, I can't have that on. I'm like, well, check us out on YouTube. I said, just be careful. The comments and the views and opinions of the mongrels are not on me. They hate us. So just be. Actually, you know what? Delete the chat. Just. Nah, the chat's been good this morning.
Hey, Beto, I know that you usually jump in with us around 8 o'clock, but have you been hearing the Ocean Subaru 12 Days of Giving Back at all?
I love it. It's awesome what you guys are doing every single day. And I've heard the youngsters who just joined, the veterans has been around. Yeah, the semi-pro football player the other day. Yeah. I love it, man. It's fantastic work.
Really cool. The Ocean Subaru's 12 Days of Giving Back is a partnership that we've created here at ESPN LA. And really our main reason for doing this is because we, like Omar at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton, we just want to highlight local service folks and their families who wind up giving so much during the holidays, especially when mom or dad or both are deployed and they're leaving family behind here in Southern California. Today is day 12 of our Ocean Subaru 12 Days of Giving Back, and our guest today is Staff Sergeant Marshawn McLee, 14 years of service to the USA. Staff Sergeant, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Staff Sergeant, were you watching the Rams game last night?
I did not. I'm sorry.
It's all right. Did you watch the Laker game last night?
Of course.
I ask only because I was literally wondering how many people were watching the Rams game because it was so sit on the edge of your seat compelling, or how many people were watching a Laker game that had no meaning in comparison. So you went Lakers last night, huh, Staff Sarge?
I did. I went Lakers.
What a night last night for Luka, another good night for LeBron, and way to tighten up that defense in the second half. We'll get to all of that coming up. Staff Sergeant, I know you got a couple of young kids, and tell us the story about how when they see the U.S. flag, what do they think about?
So they become proud, all right? So my boys, every time they see the flag, they just associate it with dad, all right? Because they see me so much in the uniform. They're young kids, but I always have that flag on me when I'm in uniform, so that's just something that they kind of correlate with, and I love it. You know, my kid goes to school, he sees a flag hanging up, he's like, that's dad right there, and it just kind of brings me some joy.
Yeah, I bet. And being in the military for 14 years, what has that meant for you? What has that brought to your life?
It just gave me a sense of foundation. Honestly, as a young kid, when I first decided I was going to go ahead and enlist, it was on a whim, and I never looked back. So starting off, I didn't think that I was going to be able to do it. I thought I was going to maybe go in there for a couple of years and get some college benefits, But after I got in there, it just became this whole different type of situation. I found stability. I found leadership. I found just mentorship. I found the joy of helping others. It just became something that I couldn't just throw away. So now I'm 14 years strong, and I plan on keep on going.
Well, Staff Sergeant, congratulations on your military career. Our goal in bringing you on this morning was just to say thank you for your service. We at ESPN 710 and our partners at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton, their general manager, Omar, has spent 20-plus years in the U.S. Army, many, many tours of duty. And we said, let's do something great for our military. And all we really wanted to do was say thank you. We're going to give you and your family a gift card for Islands Restaurant, so burgers and beer for you and fries and sodas for the kids. I mean, just a little something just to say thank you and let you know that those of us who are out here, we appreciate what you and everybody who serves does for our country. Thank you, Staff Sergeant. Have a great Christmas. Have a happy and healthy New Year, and we really appreciate your service.
Hey, thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. You guys have a wonderful day.
Hey, back to you, man. Staff Sergeant Marshawn McLeod, 14 years.
That's awesome, man.
Serving the
great
country.
What you guys have been doing, man, every single time.
Well, this really was the brainstorm of Omar, who is the general manager at Ocean Subaru, and he and I talk about it all the time, just about our passion for the military and what they do. And it's more than just saying thanks on Veterans Day or Memorial Day. And Bergie, is Omar stopping by? Is he around right now?
He is here now for you, Captain.
Beautiful.
I'm here.
Here is Omar, who is the general manager at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton. Hey, Omar, good morning.
Good morning, Cappy. How are you? How's the team doing there today?
The team is doing great. Me and Beto are in fuego. Bergie is just lighting the fire for us this morning. Briones is keeping this thing on track. Omar, I want to say thank you to you because I think this 12 days of giving back has gone so well. And I know you're out there listening every day as you're driving in to start, selling those brand new Subarus. But just give me some feedback, man. How have you liked it? Because, again, I keep saying this is your brainstorm, man.
Well, for me, it's a special thing in my heart after 22 years in the Army. And we always talk about this, Cappy, and what it means is just regardless of what they didn't, for them to be recognized is the biggest impact a soldier ever feels. And so it's been special. I appreciate you, Sedano, Morales, the whole crew there that made this happen. And especially also a big shout out to Ms. Burrow. They're the military and family readiness group that also helped me put all this together so then we can have a successful 12 days of giving. And it's been awesome, really awesome.
Yeah, and I just feel like, especially right now, Omar, we're in the middle of so much sports and stories every single morning that are huge. It could be the Rams, like we're talking about from last night. It could be the Lakers, which we've been talking about over the course of the last couple of weeks. But I think everybody in our audience appreciates the quick timeout just to celebrate these military folks and just to say thank you. And I look in our live YouTube chat and everybody's, thanking them for their service. So I think that everybody has really, really gotten into this. And it's, hey, Beto, you talk about a heart and soul moment for our radio station.
Oh, I know.
That's what this is all about.
When I drive by Ocean Subaru, I go do the Fullerton Stairs right there at Hillcrest Park. And you go on Euclid, you see Ocean Subaru, man. It's right down. Every time I drive by, I'm like, that's Omar. Omar's coming.
Yeah, we appreciate all of that, and more importantly is them soldiers, and I hope they have a good time at Islands and have, like you said, get a cold beer, a burger, or something. But always remember, they're always there. They make the sacrifice for us to sleep well, get up, go to work, and have a good time. So thank you guys so much for everything. And anybody needs a vehicle, you know where to come. Come see me at Ocean Subaru.
That's exactly right. Hey, Omar, thank you. Not just for your 22 years of service, but thank you for collaborating with us on this because I'm telling you right now, this has been fantastic. The 12 days of giving back presented by Ocean Subaru of Fullerton. I'll talk more about Ocean Subaru of Fullerton later on. I'll talk about the low interest rates. I'll talk about the great vehicles. But right now, we're just saying thank you to Omar because this has been great. And to all of our military members out there, whether you're with your families or you're not, we really do think about you this time of year, and we appreciate the sacrifice you guys make. Omar, we'll talk to you real soon. Merry Christmas, man.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Thank you.
All right, there you go. There's
Good
Omar,
stuff, Cappy. Good
general
stuff,
manager.
Man.
Yeah, he's a great dude, man. He really is.
No, you are too, man.
Oh, I'm a great dude too?
Here's why, and I'm not
Okay.
kissing up to you, Cap, because you and I battle a lot. But
Yeah.
when I hear you have this conversation with the service members every single week, you sound like you have some excitement in your voice, and you're genuinely just happy to talk to them. And that's sincere right there, and they can feel it too.
And I thank you for saying that. And I love what you were saying. I like that we were talking to young kids. One kid who's in for less than 2 years, a mom of who's been in for 20 years.
What about the basketball player you had the other day?
Oh, it was right. The female basketball player who's she's in college, but she's also serving. And then like you said, the semi-pro football player who's the quarterback who had like half of his middle finger chopped off, but he still throws the ball with that same hand. I mean, these stories have been incredible. Thank you, Omar. Thank you, Ocean Subaru of Fullerton, and thank you to all of our military members. All right, coming up, top of the 8 o'clock hour, which will mean Mongrel of the Morning, and Mike Trudell, a true ball knower, will jump in to talk to us because we've been talking Rams Seahawks. Let's talk about what happened with the Lakers last night. That's coming up next. This is Sedano and Cap on 710 ESPN.
The Sedano and Cap Morning Show.
Sage Spa gift certificates fit perfectly in a stocking, especially mine. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Bowl season has begun. Bring your crew, drink some brew, catch the view at Sideline Sports Bar.
Number 2.
Mosen's Happy Hour. Half off bar bites, beer, wine, and cocktails.
And the number 1 reason.
Morongo's New Year's Eve Regency Ball. Party into the new year with $50,000 in free slot play and prizes.
Morongo, good times.
What's going on, LA? Bethel Duran here, and Toyota-thon is officially on. Go see my friends at Northridge Toyota or One Juice Toyota for a brand new 2025 Tacoma that's ready to lease for just $87 a month for 36 months plus tax. That's what I'm rolling in. It's a perfect time for a trade-in. Your ride might be worth more than ever. Northridge Toyota, One Juice Toyota, they make it easy.
Tacoma SR 2.4-cylinder turbo rear-wheel drive, 6-foot bed extra cab. Model 7162G, VIN number 3TY, JDAHN, 1STO 37657. Basic excludes tax, title, license, registration fees, dealer options, and charges. $59.95 down, payment $87, expires 12/31/25.
Hey sports fans, every night, thousands of foster youth in LA are homeless. The Right Way Foundation is giving them housing, jobs, mental health services, and real hope. Join the team. For just $10 a month, you can help a young person secure housing and start a new life. Visit therightwayfoundation.org.
Hey, it's Chris Morales. We joke around a lot that I almost died, which I almost did. I had severe heart failure. That's when I went to a Providence hospital in the emergency room. And here's the thing about heart care. It begins with trust. That's why Providence takes the time to listen, understand, and earn yours before making any decision about your care. For me, if it wasn't for Dr. Cobb and Katie Cornella at St. Joe's in Orange, they made me trust them and they made me know. And my health and my life were going to be even better once I got out of the hospital. Providence, caring with compassion in Southern California.
Have you heard the refinancing rule of thumb that says you have to drop your rate at least 0.5% to refi because it'll take several years of savings to recoup the closing costs for a refi? The Loan Exchange says the rule is nonsense. With a Loan Exchange free closer, you can lower your rate without paying any costs whatsoever. That's right, lower your rate with no costs and your balance doesn't go up. You start saving on the first day you have the loan and every day thereafter. If you decide to move next year or rates drop further, you can exchange that loan for another without losing a dollar that was tied up in closing costs. Today's 15-year fixed-free closer rate in APR is 4.99%. So if your current mortgage rate is higher than 4.99%, give the Loan Exchange a call at 855-752-9944 or log on to theloanexchange.com. It won't cost you a thing. NMLS 1637539. Loan subject to credit approval. See website for licensing information, loan terms and conditions. Equal housing lender. Call 855-752-9944 or visit theloanexchange.com.
Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at endurancewarranty.com.
If your car is out of warranty, one major repair bill could wipe you out. Just ask Ludacris.
Car breakdowns can wreck your wallet. Without Endurance, a worn-out timing belt could cost you $1,700. A busted transmission, that's $4,000 easy. An engine meltdown, $7,000. But if you got Endurance, you could never pay out of pocket for a car repair again. With Endurance, your car's most expensive parts are covered. Plus, you pick the mechanic you trust to do the work. With Endurance, your rate stays the same no matter how many claims you file.
If your car is under 20 years old, Endurance has you covered with unlimited miles. Plus, your plan includes 24/7 roadside assistance anywhere in the country. Choose the name Ludacris trusts, Endurance. Right now, get $300 off any plan, plus a year of elite benefits, a $2,000 value, free. All backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee. For your free quote, call 800-431-8958. 800-431-8958. 800-431-8958.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a good karma brands radio station.
You're hanging out with the Sedano and Cap morning show. George Sedano.
I mean, this is like silly. Like, what are we doing here?
Scott Kaplan.
Here's the phone. Back in the lane. Phantom 5 minute vamping and don't think to find. What to drop with my dope rhyme.
More Sedano and Cap right now.
Mamacita, ¿dónde está Santa Claus?
Hey, oh, Cap, you know this one.
Come on.
This is your boy Augie.
And the toys that he will leave.
A little Spanglish for you, Cappy.
Mamacita.
Yeah.
¿Dónde está Cappy?
Oh, where is Santa Claus?
Oh, where is Cappy?
Está en su estudio. Con la Rachel.
Rachel.
Hey, she was in the live YouTube chat earlier today.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
she
I
was in.
missed her.
She was in my bed.
Okay. Wow.
Always too much. You were so good.
It's fine. Where, by the way, where your bed is in a different room from your studio, or is that the same?
I mean, listen, I'm at my vacation home in San Diego because I'm starting the holiday early, and so so Rachel was upstairs in the bed, but on the YouTube chat, I'm downstairs doing the broadcast with you fellas.
Oh yeah, it's a beautiful studio he's got set up right there.
Hey, thanks a lot.
Right next to the fridge that has nothing inside of it.
Was she enjoying the good vibes and
I'm
all
sure
the,
she is.
All
Sure.
the rainbows and sunshine?
Hey, look, let me tell you something. It is Friday. It is December 19th. It is our final broadcast of the calendar year. Beto is here. Bergie is here. Briones is here. And we're bringing this thing all the way to the finish line. Mike Trudell's walking in just a couple of minutes.
He's been here for 20
stuff.
minutes.
Yeah, he's recording something. He's got stuff to do.
No. Let's go.
He's got other stuff to do. He'll be in a moment. Don't worry.
We need
Trudell
Trudell.
will be here.
We need him.
Yeah, Trudell will be here. Steve Mason is stopping by today. We don't need him. Clinton Yates, big CY's coming in.
We always leave the CY, bro. You need that because we
always need Mace. Every once in a while, you need a good Mace.
It's just because Mace doesn't want to be left out.
Corazon.
He does not want to be left out.
No, I asked him.
Yes, that is true.
Because he asked you to ask him, right?
No, I asked Bergie to ask him. I said, Bergie,
why? What do you need from Mason?
We love Mace.
But you want to know what? I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why.
But this is before his. He wakes up. He wakes up at 10, don't he?
Well, but here's why. I said, you know what, man? Since me and Sedano moved to the mornings, we don't see Mason in Ireland like we did every day. We don't have super crosstalk with those guys anymore. I don't even get to see, really, Travis and DeMarco as much. Although, like, the 3 or 4 days that I'm there, I'm like, okay, I'll stop by and say hello, pop into their show meeting or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I miss everybody because moving to the mornings meant we don't get to see everybody as often.
You could put Mace on the Cappy Cast.
That is true, and I will do that in the new year. That is a good. And by the way, Beto, I will also get him into one of those Cappy Cast ugly sweatshirts that we made together.
They're sold out.
Oh, and by the way, Bergie loves his.
Yeah, so does Laura, who I didn't even know was getting one.
Well, she wasn't, but she found it in the studio, and she's like, hey, y'all, I don't know who this belongs to, but I'm taking this.
Spot on with that one.
Your girl got this sweatshirt.
Yo, your girl got the sweatshirt.
Oh, Christian's going to be wearing it soon.
All right, so Bergie, take us back to where we were before we finished out the 12 days of giving back. Take us back to where we were when we were talking about McVey being alerted by the media about Puka's tweet from the locker room, and let's go down that road.
Sure. This is McVey. He's standing up at the podium, and he is asked a question about Puka's tweet about the refs right after the game.
So Puka just tweeted something out, kind of taking like a veiled shot there at the refs. I mean,
what are you talking about?
You just put something on Twitter a couple minutes ago.
So what are you asking me right now?
Are you okay?
I can't answer questions about something that I'm not aware of.
Okay, but are you okay with players kind of expressing frustration over things like that, or is that something that you hope that they kind of keep to themselves? And
I got to have more information before I answer any of those kind of questions.
All right, so you got to figure.
Damn.
You got to figure. Like the game ends. It's an emotional game. You're up by 14 points. You're up by 16 points with 8 minutes and change to go. You give up the punt return for a touchdown. They get the 2-point conversion. You give up another touchdown. They get another 2-point conversion. There's controversy about the 2-point conversion. Did the ball go behind the line of scrimmage? They're about to kick off. Then they change the play, and they say, no, we're awarding the 2-point conversion. And then you lose in overtime. when they score another 2-point conversion. They're 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions, and now you're at the podium. And now the media is all sitting there with their phones, and they're seeing Puka's tweet, and McVey is not. And you don't really, he's pretty composed, but he got annoyed.
Cappy, I don't know the timeline of this. Puka tweeted this immediately after the game or after he talked to the reporters? Like, how much time between the end of the game and then when that tweet was sent?
Beto, from my understanding, and keep in mind this tweet has since been deleted, but everybody has a copy of it. As a matter of fact, we put it up on for everybody who's watching on YouTube right now, we put it up on the screen so you could get a sense of it in the full screen. But Puka pretty much says something like, hey, well, I'll actually read it to you. I shouldn't paraphrase it.
Yeah, don't paraphrase.
Here, I'm going to read it to you here in 1 second. Here it is. Puka says, can you say I was wrong? So everybody knows that Puka this week got himself into all kinds of hot water on a short week with no Davante Adams, with your coach having a baby, with going on the road, with travel issues. You're ripping the referees on some streamer dude's stream. And then as soon as the game ends, and I mean, Beto, this Puka Nacua must have gone into the locker room and not taken off his shoulder pads, his cleats, or anything. He must have gone and grabbed his phone and immediately put this out.
And the worst part about all of it, too, is that he's promoting that stream again. It was obviously the wrong thing to do to go on the stream, and I'm sure the team is not happy about it. I'm not sure, but I'm sure they are. And he goes in and promotes the stream again. Okay. He's doubling down on dumb, and that's the wrong thing to do.
And Bergie, when he scored his first touchdown last night, first of two.
Oh, I was watching.
When he did his touchdown dance, I'm like, bro, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do that, bro. And he didn't, thank goodness. But Puka's tweet was, can you say I was wrong? Appreciate you, Stripes, for your contribution. LOL. By the way, we got to work on his grammar as well and his punctuation, because when you ask the question, can you say I was wrong, it needed a question mark, not a period.
It's Twitter. You know,
it was a statement.
There's no grammar in Twitter. But this
it's
is
a statement, not a question.
This is what McVey and the Rams don't do. They don't do drama. And I just saw the video of McVey. His face looked red. He wants to talk about football. He wants to talk about ball. He doesn't want to talk about a receiver's tweet that he has no idea. So now he had to answer the question beforehand, and now after the game, he's going to deal with it again. And like, really? Are you stupid? We're doing this again? Mind you, this has nothing to do with Puka, the football player. He balled out over 200 and something yards, the touchdowns. And if you're McVey, you want to talk about your receiver and you want to praise him over and over. You don't want to answer questions about a tweet that was deleted or he doesn't know about, whatever it is. This is Raider-esque. This is other teams. This isn't what the Rams. The Rams are supposed to be corporate and boring. And so
Some nice shot at the Raiders there.
Yeah, because there's turmoil.
Here comes Trudell. Here he comes.
Hey,
look at Mike Trudell.
Yeah. So
Michael.
And Bergie, you're talking about going on the stream with those guys. Mookie went on there, and we didn't hear a damn thing from Mookie because Mookie was very professional, media trained.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
Even if Puka got away with it, right? If he would have just left it alone, he had the 225 yards. We forget that he was even involved, that the tweets even happened, and maybe the NFL maybe just had a stern talking to. Now, if you're Goodell, oh, really? You're going to snub your nose at us? Okay, now we're really going to come after you.
Yeah. And it's all – he could have done exactly that. He just let it all go, just put up or shut up. He would have just put up. He actually did what he was supposed to do, going out there, getting, I think, 12 catches, 225 yards, 2 touchdowns, going over 40-yard catches 3 times. Amazing. And he shot it all down by going on afterwards.
Yeah. So,
and actually, you're so right.
Jonathan Cruz in the YouTube chat says, ESPN is soft. Go watch the stream and get some context. It's not about that. It's not about him being on that stream. It's about accusing the referees of cheating. And you cannot
get some context.
You
what
cannot
does get some context.
I'm just keeping it for the football here. You cannot accuse the referees of cheating, and you cannot say the league is rigged. That's the big point right here, because now this is where Goodell and the commission and everybody else is going to come down. Okay, Puka, if you're on a stream with some stupid guys, whatever. That's your prerogative. Do what you want to do, but don't say we're rigging it and we're cheating in this context right now.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, soft. Look, all I'm telling you is this: remember the details. It was a short week. Puka and these streamer guys thought that they were going to show up in the Rams facility. The Rams don't want these streamer guys streaming from their facility. They'd prefer that Puka not be a part of all of this, but he went out and did it on his own. Then he got caught up in what they're doing, and he said some stupid stuff. And, again, short week, travel to Seattle, first place battle. Coach has a baby. They get delayed at the airport because of mechanical problems with the plane. They don't have Devontae Adams. I mean, there are a million things stacked against them, and the one thing they didn't need this past week was Puka, because when it's all said and done, he goes to the locker room, he tweets, and then McVey has to answer for him. What do you say, Mike?
Well, I'm a little new to this. Okay, the three of you seem in agreement on this, right? I unfortunately didn't get to watch much of this game. I was just getting the score updates because I was at the Laker Jazz game, which is going on at the same time.
He was incredible.
But what I did see was on my fantasy team, one of my opponents in a playoff game. I kept hoping that Puka Nacua did not have a great game, and the way that you guys are talking about, you kept like, the Rams didn't need this. I'm sorry. The Rams didn't need 12 catches for 225 yards.
The distraction.
And 2 touchdowns.
The distraction.
But who cares ultimately? Okay, did that keep them from winning the football game? Was that why they lost the football game?
outside of it.
It's gonna linger.
Is it gonna linger though?
Like McVey having to answer this instead of talking about the football.
But
wait,
I think it's just the Rams don't do this.
Could Puka Nacua possibly play any harder?
Oh, Mike, don't get me wrong, Mike.
Well, that's all I'm saying. So he says some dumb
amazing
stuff after, but isn't the focus that Puka Nacua on the field gives you absolutely everything he can.
Absolutely.
And he comes to a ton of Laker games and loves the Lakers. So maybe I'm a little biased.
and maybe his brother on occasion might borrow somebody's car.
His brother loves the Lakers too. He loves their cars.
Hey,
Look,
you better be careful, Mike. His brother might borrow your new e-bike that Luka got you.
He's welcome to borrow that e-bike. Shout out to Luka again for that. But
he was fantastic. There's nothing taken away from that.
But just making sure we're keeping that focus on that.
The focus is there, Trudell, and it's great. He played well.
Yeah.
But now, if you're the McVay and you're the organization and you have to deal with this, do you really want to get a call from the commissioner?
Here, I'll be Sean McVay. Ask me about it. Like, how's he going to ask me whatever you want?
Hey, wait a second. Why do we need to ask you? McVay was asked about it.
Okay, great. What do you say?
Here you go. We can play it again.
So Puka just tweeted something out, kind of taking like a veiled shot there at the refs. I mean,
what are you talking about?
You just put something out on Twitter a couple minutes ago.
Yeah, so what are you asking me right now?
Are you okay?
I can't answer questions about something that I'm not aware of.
Okay, but are you okay with players kind of expressing frustration over things like that? Or is that something that you hope that they kind of keep to themselves?
I got to have more information before I answer any of those kind of questions.
Okay, and now he's going to get more information, right? And then he's still going to say the same thing. We're really worried about opponent X for next week. Next question.
Well, actually, if you want to know, he did have something else to say. Here, Bergie, go back to the McVay soundbite on the 2-point conversion, because Mike, while you were doing the Laker broadcast last night, I'm sure you didn't get to see all the details. So for all this talk about the referees as the week went on, thanks to Puka.
Yeah, I didn't see the crazy play with the 2-point. But I heard you guys talking about it on my drive in, and I was trying, when I was watching like the box score, I was like, wait, what is happening here?
Yeah. So what happened was Darnold throws a ball on a 2-point conversion, and I think it hit Jared Verse in the helmet. It ricocheted off of Verse's helmet, and the ball came to a rest in the end zone. Nobody went near the football. Then one of the Seahawks players, I think it was Charbonnet, wasn't it, Bergie?
Yeah, it was Charbonnet. Yep.
He walks over to the ball, Mike, as if to pick it up to give it to the referee. He didn't jump on it. He didn't pound it. He wasn't like, oh, my God, it's a live ball. I got to jump on it. It'll be a 2-point.
Like was his mouth guard or something?
I promise you, exactly like as if he dropped his mouthpiece and he went to pick it up. And when he picked it up, they went, what happened here? And then they're just about to kick off. And then they stop the game and they go, wait, we're reviewing it. And then they put the 2 points on the board. Here's what McVay said. Here's my point, Mike.
Yeah.
The officiating became a story before the game thanks to Puka, and it became more of a story after the game, in part thanks to McVay. Here, listen.
As far as the game's concerned, it was a great back-and-forth battle between two really good football teams. What I was referring to is that I've never quite seen anything like what happened on the 2-point conversion, where you're lined up to kickoff, then they say it's a fumble because they had the clear and obvious recovery. Now you tack it on, you make it a 30-30 game. Very interesting. Didn't get a clear explanation of everything that went on just because of some of the timing of it. They were trying to be able to do that, but that's the thing that I've said. I've never seen anything or never been a part of anything like that, and I've grown up around this game. I'm not making excuses. We don't do that. I don't believe in that. It doesn't move us forward, but we do want clarity and an understanding of the things that we can do to minimize that when we rejected the 2-point conversion.
Yeah. So, I mean, the referees and the officiating becomes part of the story. And, Mike, while, you're saying, hey, that Puka goes out and gives you this insane game, no matter what happened during the week. And for all the controversy, the stream, the comments, the notion of an anti-Semitic dance, the brother with the car, and all the things that happen on a short week when there's all these, you don't need this kind of stuff. Here's what our very own Sua Cravens, who was on the postgame show last night with Travis, here's what he said about Puka.
It's a maturity thing. And I hate that this is happening because I am a former player. I am a guy that cannot stand being told what I can tweet, how I can go about expressing myself. Because if I'm not stepping on company toes or saying anything wrong, I don't care how you feel. I'm going to say what I want. But I understand you got to play a game when it comes to that. There's a lot of politics in life. You're in the NFL, my guy. The most powerful organization when it comes to these professional sports. I swear to you, I promise you, come talking to Puka personally from personal experience. They will get rid of you the moment you piss off the wrong person. And you're attacking referees when you know that gets you fined.
You're attacking the integrity of the league.
So that's what I'm getting at. You're not just attacking the refs. Yeah. You are now saying the shield, the NFL allows this to happen that changes the outcome of games. You're spitting in the face of the league that has made you who you are. I'm not saying they made you fast or strong or able to catch the ball. You were given that God-given ability, but they gave you the platform and understand they are going to use that against you, and you didn't learn. You didn't learn your lesson, and the first thing you do is tweet? It's immaturity. Who is your agent? Who is your peer? They should have texted you before the game started. No matter if you ball out tonight or have the worst game of your career, radio silence.
Yeah.
Radio silence.
Well, I have not heard Sua get that emotional, man. That was his perspective.
As a guy who kind of has said he's been forced out of the league too, right? Remember Sua, the way his career ended?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Mike, you're right. Listen, you can't deny the fact that Puka Nacua was unbelievable last night. And he was making up for what happened earlier in the week. Like, he was making a statement like, even with all this nonsense, I'm going to ball out and we're going to win this game. And then an avalanche of things went wrong. A punt return for a touchdown, 3 consecutive 2-point conversions, a missed field goal at the end of regulation from a new kicker who had been perfect so far.
How many yards was that, Cappy? Did you miss?
48 yards.
Okay, 48.
I mean, in today's day and age, that's like an extra point. Yeah. So, listen, I know what you're saying, that Puka balled out, and you are so right, he did. But, man, Sua's right, too. Like, bro, just keep quiet.
No, there's no doubt, and I thought that was great from Sua. In an ideal world, okay, none of this Puka would just not be on his phone. I just think ultimately he gives you what he gives you on the field.
Yep.
Sean McVey is expertly going to dodge or just put this to bed or just not deal with it. Maybe he'll have a conversation with Puka himself. But until you can show me that there's any kind of connection between what Puka is saying and the performance of himself or the team on the field, that's where my concern gets lessened.
Yeah, and the fact is we're talking about the stuff that has nothing to do with the field because of it was done with.
Well, the counterexample I would just give you briefly would say like Ja Morant, right? So Ja had a lot of stuff going on off the court. Mm-hmm. That impacted his play on the court, and it impacted Memphis on the court a lot. And so that to me is one thing. If the things that Puka is saying and tweeting and whatever, if that impacts the actual football game, that's when my concern raises. And to me, it's hard to say that impacted his play or that of his team when he was freaking unstoppable. And I'm just looking at the numbers. I didn't watch the game, but I didn't have to watch the game to see 12 for 225, an average of 18.8 yards, 2 touchdowns.
50 points in fantasy.
It didn't seem like he could have done much more.
He was fantastic. He kept them in that game. He actually put him in the lead. He was one of the best performances I've ever seen from a receiver. He was that good. However, so you're saying that Ja Morant, if he played really well, but he was still shooting the guns and doing the gun motions, all that stuff, you wouldn't care about any of that stuff because he played well on the floor.
No, it's not about not caring about it. I just think to the point to where it impacts the franchise is when the play in the field starts to slip.
It does impact the franchise.
Well, okay.
On the field, no, because he's so good. But it affects going to, like Beto said it earlier, that The Rams don't do this. The Rams don't get put into the media. They do not have distractions.
Mm-hmm.
They are not loud. They just go about their business. Same with the Dodgers, same with the Patriots back in the day. That's the way that these winning franchises go about their business. And if one guy does the same thing and then goes again after the game and doubles down on it, that is a problem for the franchise, for the league, for everything. Just because he's really good on the field, which he was, that doesn't take away from that fact.
I'm not saying it's ideal. I'm not as moved in a negative direction as you guys seem to be on it. But I understand your perspective for sure.
I'll say this: if Puka Nacua leaves the Rams when he's a free agent, because it's not like the Rams are going to be like, well, we couldn't pay him. They can pay him, and it's not like the Rams can't figure out the salary cap because they're geniuses. If he winds up leaving the Rams via free agency, I think we're all going to be like, how the hell could you let that kid go? And then you know what's going to happen, Mike? The way that the Mavericks talked about Luka, oh, he's fat. Oh, he drinks too much. Oh, he smokes hookah. Oh, he doesn't work out. I think that if Puka were to leave.
How's that working out for the Mavs?
Not working out so well. If Puka were to leave via free agency and you go, why didn't they sign him? I believe you'll start to hear things like what happened this past week. His brother's a pain in the ass. He was saying things that they shouldn't say. He wasn't forming. He was going outside of what the Rams are, to Beto's point. And I think, Bergie, you bring up a great point. Hey, the Dodgers, they have a way of doing things. When somebody joins their team, you jump in and you join their team. When you join the Patriots, Randy Moss, you do it our way or you won't be here. And I think Puka Nacua needs to remember this is Sean McVay's team.
Yeah, a Patriots Moss, not a Raiders Moss.
The Patriots had a couple things going on off the field. Let's be honest.
Yeah, but it was the coach and the quarterback who were doing it.
What jersey are you wearing?
Manchester United.
Okay.
Why
is it green?
Well, because it's kind of like a Christmas
all right.
type
Nice.
type of vibe to it.
Cappy, we've
Old
done
school.
an hour and a half of sports talk, baby.
I know.
Are you tired?
I am. I can't even do any more. I'm going to hand it off to you guys. But here's what I am going to say right now. Listen, Omar from Ocean Subaru of Fullerton joined us a few minutes ago to talk about the 12 days of giving back. Now let's talk about giving something to you, okay? You want something? Omar's got something for you. The best offers of the season happening right now during the 2025 Subaru Share the Love event at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton. Right now, when you buy or lease a brand new Subaru between now and January 2nd, we will donate $325 to the charity of your choice. You want to keep the money local? Great. If you want to give to a big national charity, fantastic. If it's something that you support that we don't necessarily have on our list, we'll do that too. It doesn't matter. It's your money. You make that donation. And right now, 0% financing for 36 months on a brand new 2025 Subaru Outback Premium all-wheel drive. So you're getting an incredible vehicle, 0% financing for 36 months. Here's another offer for you. 1.9% financing for 72 months on a brand new 2025 Subaru Crosstrek Premium all-wheel drive. So we've got the best Subaru products with the lowest interest rates, and we are ready to get you and your family into the safest vehicle on the road this holiday season. For complete details, visit oceansubaruoc.com or come visit us. We're down in Fullerton, right on Euclid Street. You can't miss us. And check out our entire lineup of brand new and certified pre-owned Subarus. Unwrap your savings today at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton. Coming up, Mike Trudell's in the house. So while most of us were watching the Rams, or at least I think we were, Mike Trudell had his eyes on the Lakers. And the Lakers' defense was terrible in the first half. How'd they clean it up in the second? We'll ask Mike Trudell coming right back on Sedano and Cap.
This is the ZipRecruiter Rams Report.
Here's Travis Rogers.
An absolutely wild night in Seattle at Lumen Field where the Seahawks beat the Rams in overtime 38-37. The Seahawks improved to 12-3. That is good enough for first place in the NFC West and the number one seed in the NFC with just 2 weeks to go. The Rams fall to 11-4 and to the number 5 seed currently in the NFC. The Rams had a 16-point lead halfway through the fourth quarter, and then things got weird. A quick punt return and 2-point conversion cut the lead in half, and then after another 3-and-out by the Rams, that's when things got particularly weird. The Seahawks go down in 2 plays, score another touchdown, line up to try another 2-point conversion, and what was initially ruled an incomplete pass after review was ruled a backwards pass, which the Seahawks recovered in the end zone for a successful 2-point conversion conversion, which ultimately ended up sending the game to overtime where the Rams were unable to hold on. With Friday's Rams Report, I'm Travis Rogers.
This is the ZipRecruiter Rams Report.
Powered by ZipRecruiter. Looking for your next great hire? Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
When it comes to hiring, other job sites are still huddling while ZipRecruiter's already in the end zone. That's why over 4 million businesses have used ZipRecruiter to hire, and why 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within 1 day. Get in the end zone with ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. That's ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
One of LA's best kept secrets in the heart of Los Angeles, East Central Hotel offers effortless accommodations and unparalleled accessibility. The East Central Hotel is for everyone looking for entertainment with their trendy spacious rooms, a renovated gym, and a patio lounge for breakfast, dinner, and drinks. Stop by their incredible Nixo Lounge before your next event at LA Live. Book your stay at eastcentralhotel.com or call 213-748-1291 today at Entertainment's official address.
Oh.
Robert was in big trouble with the IRS.
Yes, I owed them a lot of money, over $52,000.
Then he heard about civic tax relief.
They took great care of me. It went really quick. $52,000 I owed, and they had a payoff for $100, and the IRS accepted it. Man.
Off the hook for just $100?
Civic tax relief will take care of you. Give them a call.
Call Civic Tax Relief now for your free confidential consultation. 800-881-4555. 800-881-4555. Individual results may vary. Visit civictaxrelief.com for more information.
Empower. Jen has ordered a decadent seafood tower, king crab legs, lobster tails, and a waterfall of caviar. Pricey? You bet. But Jen worked with Empower on her savings and investment strategy and planned for splurges like these. She got good at money, so she can be a little bad. Ooh, champagne. Empower. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Past performance is not indicative of future returns. Investing involves risk. You may lose money. Advisory services are provided for a fee by Empower Advisory Group, LLC, EAG, a registered investment advisor with the Securities and Exchange Commission. OMG, those shrimps are really jumbo.
The Sedano and Cap Morning Show, presented by Call Jacob and Jacob Emrani.
The new phone number, 800-345-6789.
My guy, your guy, Cappy's guy, the great Jacob Emrani. 800-345-6789.
With a new phone number, 800-345-6789.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock.
All
Jingle
right.
bell swing and
Yo, it's Sedano and Cap on Friday, December 19th. It is our final broadcast day of the year. That's why we got Beto and Bergie and Briones. And here comes Mike Trudell. The big CY Clinton Yates is on the way. Steve Mason's stopping by. And we've been talking the Rams and this devastating loss last night at the hands of the Seahawks. Now Seattle's in first place in the division. Now Seattle's in first place in the conference. But I will say this. I'm not giving up on the Rams still winning this division, and I'm not giving up on the Rams still being the number one seed. Because looking ahead, I'm telling you right now, Phillip Rivers this weekend against San Francisco, and then next week you got the Bears and the Seahawks, and the Seahawks and the Niners will play in the final week. It's not over. It is not over. But that loss at Carolina 2 weeks ago, and last night, everything that went down, that's what we've been talking about. So, Beto, what do you say we put a bow on this thing?
Oh.
So we'll go from Puka to Luca, but
well done.
Hey,
well
hey,
done.
hey! I'm just lucky we got Puka and Luca in the same town. Come
You
on,
are so energized. You're in a vibe. You're in the zone, Cappy, right now.
yeah. You know,
What's going on with you?
I got a good night's sleep.
Okay.
I got some early morning loving.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Yeah, is that too much?
No, I mean
these are all reasons why a person would be in a good mood.
Yeah,
but
good for you.
There's always extra. You're always extra, bro.
Hey,
You
good
could
for
just say-
you, Cappy.
I'm
Good
with you,
for
Cappy. Me too, man.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really? You too?
It is-
All right.
it is
I
good
get home
for
at
you.
midnight, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I got home at about 2 in the morning, and Annie was fast asleep.
Yeah.
Understood.
And then,
probably asleep when you left this morning, too.
She was at 7 o'clock when I left this morning, yeah.
I was not so lucky either. Good for you, Cappy.
Thank you.
You guys are just all out there, huh?
Yeah, we are. We just let it all
Beto's
go.
keeping his personal life to himself.
Well, I hang out with Funches and DeAndre. That's what I do.
Funch.
And I lose money with these guys, yeah.
Well, let's just hear. So just to finish this whole thing off. So Puka, we all know the story by now, right? And Mike, he gets done with the game. He goes into the locker room, and the first thing my man does is grab the phone to tweet.
I thought you were going from Puka to Luca.
No, I am.
Now we're
but
back
but
to
I
Puka?
just want to play this final thing so that we can make this transition, just to put a cap on it.
Yeah, I want to see where you're going
Put a
with
cap
this.
on it.
Yeah.
So here's what Puka had to say, though, when he was asked about the tweet last night.
Tweet about the officials again.
Just a moment of frustration. After a tough, intense game like that, just thinking of the opportunities that I could have done better to take it out of their hands. Just a moment of frustration.
What specifically was the tweet commenting about?
Just the opportunities that we didn't take advantage of. Some of the moments that we put in the officials' hands. Just felt like we could have executed to not put ourselves in those situations, and I know that's something that we'll improve on.
What moment felt like it was in the officials' hands?
Just some of the 2-point extra plays and some of the opportunities where our defense had executed, make them snap it one more time. But yeah.
I mean, for a guy who was so immature all week, that's how you play the media right there.
Yes. You give the answers you want. You don't have to answer the question. Just give the answer you want. Somebody gave him good cliche talking points. Real good job there.
Yeah. Artists, I hope you got to him, man. All right, so let's do that. Let's go from Puka to Luca. But before we do, hey, Beto, why don't you tell us about Northgate Market?
Because I'm going there this afternoon, especially the Mercado Gonzalez Market in Costa Mesa. Look, you want to make some tamales? That's cool. But sometimes you're going to that party, Cappy, and you don't have time for it. You can stop by and see the friends at Mercado Gonzalez Northgate in Costa Mesa. You can get the tamales there, but you can also get carnitas. Go and see the carnitas Don Miguel. You want some tacos al pastor? They got it for you there, Cappy. You need some beer? Oh, absolutely. Look at necesitas, mijo. Look at necesitas. We got you there. Gonzalez, the family is going to be taking care of you. They're fantastic. They're wonderful. You know what, Trudell? You're hungry?
Yeah.
You know what you need in the morning?
A breakfast burrito.
That, or you need some pan dulce.
Okay.
The panaderia is there for you. You need some bolillos, or a little butter, and a little frijoles. Ooh, that's all you need right there. I'm going to take care of you, Trudell. I'm going to bring you down.
I do need
because
that.
Mercado Gonzalez is going to be there for you in Costa Mesa. Now, this is what I do, Trudell. When the kids play in Orange County, they have the outdoor patio with the TVs and the bar right there.
Okay.
You want some Fortaleza? They got it for you there. You want a michelada? They got it for you there.
Yep.
You go get the chicharrones, the pan dulce, the bolillos. Everything is there for you at Mercado Gonzalez Market in Costa Mesa. You'll have a blast, Cappy.
All right. Well, Mike Trudell has made his way in. Got home late last night from Salt Lake City, 2 a.m. Up early this morning to join us in studio. Hey, Mike.
Hustler, baby. Hustler.
Yeah, he is. Hey, Mike, before we talk about the Laker game last night, we've all seen the social media posts. Luka is amazing. What he did in the early part of the season to take the whole team to like that race course and, just team bonding. And what he did this week, not only, he could have easily bought 15 bikes and been like, here you go, guys, Merry Christmas. I don't know how many total he bought, but the way he went deep into the organization, it wasn't just for the players. It seemed to be for everybody in the organization. How many bikes total, e-bikes, did Luka get?
It ended up being around 110.
Damn.
So 110 bikes at $3,000 a piece. You're talking about my man spending, if he's paying that $300,000+. Now, I realize, when you're a $50 million a year ball player and you're probably a $100 million a year endorsement guy, $300,000 isn't that much money to you.
No, $300,000 is $300,000.
But that's a very, very generous gift, Mike. Have you ever been around the team where somebody else gives a gift to 100+ versus just the 15, or maybe the staff of the team and the trainers and whatever?
No, not in my time. There were a couple times like where Kobe might give the whole team like headphones, and then maybe there were a couple of extra pairs, and in fact, these headphones right here, I think may have been from it's one of those giveaways, but never the whole basketball operations staff, plus some others, and of course he even took pity upon us broadcasters, which was super generous of him. And I think that I got the hint, though, that this is what Luka was like right away. Because remember, the second that he got here, basically, and we all know the circumstances of the trade were not ideal for him, just in terms of how sudden it was and just his life apart and his young daughter and everything. And he just had all of a sudden he's here. And the first thing that he does is donate $500,000 to the LA wildfire relief effort. And so that gave you a hint right away. It's like, oh, okay, this is a dude that really is thinking about things in a different way. And he's, continued. There was the Kobe and Gianna mural, I remember, that he paid
the one that got destroyed, right?
Yeah, that got destroyed. And I think he paid some of his own money out of his pocket. We know how he felt about Kobe and Gianna, that famous picture of when he was her favorite player, and Kobe was talking trash to him in Slovenian when he was a member of the Mavs, and he looked over and he was like, what? That's Kobe Bryant. So just all of that, this Cappy kind of connects to that now, right? It gives you a picture of what Luke is like.
Well, remember, he brought out the parking lot, I think, to the East Central.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, free parking for the fans that come through. Little tiny details
he's
like
just
that.
Constantly doing gestures like this and kind of going the extra mile, Cappy.
I guess he did that in Dallas, too. The stories go that he also went through some of the stuff. But he had, what kind of bike is it, Trudell? Do you know the brand?
What kind of bike is it? It's
By the way,
Briones and I need to know how to sell this because you're not going to keep it, Trudell. So Briones and we got a guy.
I am definitely keeping it. I've already ridden it. My Riggs has been up and down the street with me once. Unfortunately, I didn't have a lot of time because we left that day for Utah.
So yesterday,
how'd you get it to your house? By the way, I mean, when I saw them all dropped off and they were all lined up, I'm like, how the hell?
No, so I put it in my car. I put the seat, like the middle seats down, and then there were several nice gentlemen there that helped me kind of pick it up, get it in, and then Annie helped me lift it out.
Yeah.
So it like barely fit in my car, but it just fit in the car.
So yesterday in the pregame, I asked Michael Thompson about this, Cappy. And he's like, oh, I left it at the facility. I don't have a truck to take it down there. And, of course, my friends at Northridge Toyota.
Nah, they're going to deliver
it to Tacoma, right?
Yeah.
So I told Cappy, I told Michael, I got the Tacoma.
Yeah.
I can drive over there, pick it up, and it'll be at your house today after I do the show. And then he's like, no, because you're going to want to hang around. I was like, yeah, because we can watch Jake Paul fight tonight. He's like, no, because then you're probably going to drink too much. And then Michael had every excuse of why I can't go to his house. And I'm like, Michael, but I can bring you the bike. Nope, I'd rather have somebody else bring it. I'd rather pay for somebody to bring it and you not be here.
First of all,
wow,
that's a fair point.
Is Megan Thee Stallion coming over tonight? He doesn't want you to be around her?
It's because he heard about what Beto did in your house, Cappy.
When he dropped that bomb in my house.
But no, so the brand,
the bomb is you didn't have any food.
The brand is Pedal, right? So these are some of the nicest e-bikes that you can get. And they will, Pedal, I believe, is going to deliver for anybody that couldn't take it, that it didn't fit. Like, for example, JJ Redick couldn't get it in his car.
Okay.
So they're going to deliver it to his house. And I'm sure Michael will get taken care of.
All right.
So.
Let me tell you something. Hey, Mike.
New job, Pedal.
Yeah, Mike, have you ever ridden an e-bike prior to Luca getting this gift for you?
Yeah, 'cause I live in a hilly area, a little bit closer to the water, where there are nothing but e-bikes everywhere.
Okay,
so
same
I have
with me.
But I don't have my own. In the past, I refused to buy one, and I told my kids this to try to teach them. I'm like, look, guys, we develop our quadriceps here in the Trudell family.
That's right.
All right.
Hey, but Mike,
I'm not giving this one away. All right.
Yeah,
Ireland has 5.
I also live in a community where everybody's on e-bikes.
Yeah.
And my e-bike does like 30 miles an hour. I mean, this thing flies, and it's super comfy.
Nobody has a Schwinn anymore?
No. Schwinns, Huffies.
No
Huffies are no longer. No Huffies.
I got a specialized regular bike, mountain bike.
Okay, yeah. You're going to love this thing, man. And shout out to Luka. But when we come back, I do want to talk about what happened last night because the Lakers gave up so many points in the first half and then somehow shut Utah down, comparatively speaking. We'll talk about that coming up and what happened in that game because, again, I was focused on the Rams last night. I had the Laker game on my phone. I was watching to know what was going on, but I don't have the details. Mike Trudell was there. He'll tell us all about it. Hey, listen, it is Friday, and a lot of people are thinking weekend plans, holiday parties, driving to see family, etc. But one careless driver could change everything in a second. A red light rear end, a lane change swipe, a distracted driver looking at their phone, and then suddenly, now you're dealing with the aftermath of an accident, the pain, the damaged car, an insurance company that's already trying to limit what they pay. If that happens, don't try and tough this out on your own. You call Jacob Emrani. The law offices of Jacob Emrani will help you right away while all the details are fresh and in your mind, and you can still protect your rights. Because remember this, please. The other person's insurance company is not your friend. They are trained to get you to say things to help them, not you. So if you're hurt, the smart move is to make one call, and that one call is to Jacob Emrani, and the number is as easy as ever. Everybody can remember this. 800-345-6766. 800-345-6789. That's right. 800-345-6789. That's 800-345-6789. Jacob and Ronnie is the official sponsor of the Lakers, of LAFC, of the Rams, and he knows what it means to be ready in the moment. So if you are injured, Jacob is ready. No fee unless he wins. You don't pay unless Jacob wins. 1-800-345-6789 or calljacob.com. Call Jacob. Get the care, the respect, and the recovery you deserve. And hey, Jacob, shout out and congratulations to your son for being accepted at USC. I know that was his dream school, and he got himself in. Great job. Way to go, Jacob and Ronnie. Calljacob.com. Coming up, Mike Trudell. What happened last night with the Lakers while so many of us were focused on the Rams? He'll tell us next on Sedano and Cap.
The biggest moments in sports live on ESPN LA, powered by Hard Rock Casino Tahoe.
The biggest moments in sports happen on ESPN LA, thanks to Hard Rock Casino Tahoe.
The college football playoff.
Into the end zone for his first touchdown as a Sooner. Down to the goal line, touchdown, Rico Scott, touchdown tied.
The biggest moments in sports on ESPN LA from ESPN Radio, powered by Hard Rock Casino Tahoe.
All right, fans, here's your winning play. Live entertainment that hits harder than a goal line drive and 24/7 gaming with nonstop action. No huddle required. Punch it into the end zone at Hard Rock Casino Tahoe, just 15 miles south of Bakersfield.
The biggest moments in sports happen on ESPN LA.
Hey guys, Cappy here. Let's talk about something serious for just a minute. Picture this. You're on your usual drive to work. You're thinking about your day ahead, right? You walk into the office, you sit down at your desk, you power on your computer, but instead of your familiar desktop popping up, Zippo, nothing. Your files are locked, your data's frozen, you've been hacked. For anyone who's ever lived through it, you know how stressful and expensive it can be. We're talking thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. And then there's the uphill battle of getting your cyber insurance claim actually paid. That's where my friend Avner Gatt and his team of public adjusters come in. You might know them from water damage claims, but they also handle cyber insurance. And if you're not sure that you're fully protected, or you're not sure if your insurance application was filled out correctly, don't wait until it's too late. Call Avner Gatt at 818-917-5256 today. That's 818-917-5256 for Avner Gatt.
Pechanga Resort Casino is rewarding you on another level. Bring in a rewards card from one of 16 Southern California casinos and access exclusive benefits with Pechanga's tier status match program. Qualified members can even win $25,000 club dollars. But hurry, this limited time offer ends December 31st and match statuses remain valid through January 31st, 2026. Open to new and existing Pechanga club members. Visit the club at Pechanga for more details. Must be 21 or older with valid ID.
At RusNatCars.com, 'tis the season to find the new you. As LA car shoppers know, this is the time of year to find the best deals. Thinking about starting 2026 in a new 2026? Get started today at RusNatCars.com and shop over 2,000 luxury vehicles, including over 100 special lease offers on brands like Land Rover, Audi, Mercedes-Benz, Porsche, and more. It's all in one place. RusNatCars.com. Your road awaits.
This is the story of the one. As an HVAC technician, he and his digital multimeter are in high demand. So when a noisy office HVAC turns out to be a failing blower motor, he doesn't break a sweat. With Granger's easy-to-use website and product information, he selects the product he needs to keep everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRANGER, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
At AT&T, we guarantee our network so you can talk college football with your BFF while taking Buster to the vet.
Hey, yeah, I can't believe he ate the whole thing of chicken wings.
And I can't believe we're staging a comeback. Touchdown!
Yes!
Yes!
Staying connected matters. That's why in the rare event of a network outage, you'll automatically get a bill credit for a full day's service. For wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers, must be connected to impacted tower at onset of outage. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for full details.
Hey, this is Rich Eisen. You're starting your day with the Sedano and Cap Morning Show on ESPN LA.
Don't forget my show. The Rich Eisen Show is coming up this morning at 9 on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app. Now, back to the Sedano and Cap Morning Show.
Yeah.
I like
Nice.
this song.
Come on,
This is a good
Cappy.
jam right here.
Yeah.
I can see you being a big Mariah guy.
Talking to Trudell?
No, I'm talking to you, Cappy.
You talking to me?
Trudell
man.
only has eyes for one, okay? That's all he needs. He found his beautiful cheerleader. He's all right.
Well, look, but I can appreciate the music of Mariah Carey.
Yeah, but
You know.
with Cappy, it's always like, hey, girl.
Hey, listen, that's why I'm hoping Michael Thompson will allow me to deliver his e-bike to his house, because then maybe I can meet up with Megan Thee Stallion.
And steal her from Clay?
No, I don't want to steal her from Clay, and I don't think I can steal her from Clay.
Oh, I think
but
you can, Mr. Steal Your Girl over here.
I don't know,
think you
but
can, Cap.
my daughters really want to meet Megan Thee Stallion, and they know that Michael and I are, like, we're coup de la, you know?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Coup
Can you
de
say
who?
that?
You know,
I don't
Michael
Is
calls
that a
her
thing?
Megan the Philly, though, of course.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Mike Trudell, while you were doing the game last night, the game broadcast for the Jazz and the Lakers, I had the Seahawks and the Rams game. I mean, this is a playoff game, essentially.
Yeah.
And as far as the Lakers and the Jazz, we're talking about like game 26-ish of the season. So not as important, at least in my world. So, Mike, I was watching the football game on the big TV, and I had the basketball game on my phone. But you got to explain to everybody who may have been in the same situation I was in, the Lakers gave up so many points. Was it 78 points in the first half?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
What happened?
Honestly, the same thing that happens most nights in the NBA in a game like this. So Utah is in a situation where their pick this year is top 8 protected, which means that they have to have one of the 8 worst records in the league, or their pick goes to, you guessed it, the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
And they cannot afford, like, it would be a full-on crisis mode for them. So they're a little better than a lot of people thought to start the season. They're 10-15. And so what do you get, Cappy, a couple hours before the game? Oh, Lowry Markkinen, back soreness, whatever it is.
Who had a great game against the Lakers last time out.
Yeah, well, he had a great fourth quarter close to it, Beto.
Yeah.
Like they held him down pretty well for the first 3 quarters. But so, in Cappy, when that happens, I think there's just some kind of human nature element if you're on the team that's going against that team, when you're like, oh, not only is their best player out, but they're starting a couple of rookies. Like they're just playing guys that, and we know these guys are gonna be flying around all night because they're excited. They know they're gonna have the minutes. They're not gonna get hooked. They're gonna play with peak energy, and you're a little tired, right? You got in the day before off the plane, and it's so a lot of times what happens, Cappy, it's like, all right, survive the first half, okay, keep it close. We'll make the push in the fourth quarter. And I'm not saying it's ideal. Like, ideal world, and I think if you ask J.J. Redick, the team would play incredibly intense defense for 48 minutes every night. Like, that's what they want, right? But, of course, it's not.
You're laughing, Beto.
In the games.
How about 4 minutes?
But, Beto, like the game, when that happens, when they play against the Rockets on Christmas Day,
it'll
like,
be different.
you're going to see that from the start. But so, Cappy, what happened is the blueprint for how a good team gets a road win against a bad team, okay? Yes, they came out hot. They hit ridiculous number of threes in the first half. JJ has all these stats from their analytics crew where like they exceeded their expected point total by 15 points, right? Because the guys that aren't supposed to hit shots, blah blah blah. Point being, the Lakers eventually started playing better on defense.
Yeah.
They go on a big run to start the fourth quarter, and Luka, who didn't even really have a good game to his standard, like in terms of how he played. He had 45 points with 14 assists and 1 turnover and 11 rebounds plus 5 steals. And it wasn't even like a great game for him. It just shows you the talent level. So they took care of business. It took a little while. It wasn't the most fun first half to watch, and there were a million fouls called. But this is what happens in the NBA, and the Lakers ultimately get the job done. They're 12-3 on the road, Cappy.
Cappy was texting me about Bryce Sensabaugh last night. He was
yeah,
oh man,
big time.
Sensabaugh, bro. I have him on Prize Picks.
Yeah,
Knock down those threes.
He can score. Yeah, Sensabaugh can score. He's got a nice looking shot. He got to the rim a couple of times. Not the best defensive player in the league, but a good offense.
Cappy was like, he's all about it. He's from Ohio State, just like Cappy is, right?
Oh, yeah, right.
That's your guy right there, Bryce Sensabaugh.
Hey, I'm happy because, hey, Mike, I brought up to you about 2 weeks ago. And by the way, just so you guys know, we're out at 55-30-ish, and we're going to hand off to Rich Eisen on 710.
56.
I know that, Jorge Briones.
First of all, don't tell us this.
Wait, what?
Talk to yourself.
Jorge,
We
why?
can shut up.
Why's Cappy lying to us like we're a couple of kids over there?
Jorge, don't you see that what I was trying to do is I was trying to build like a 30-second buffer, you know what I mean, just to make sure?
Not for us.
Right, just to make sure we were out on time, bro.
This is Beto's first time on the air?
We
But
know
I'm
what we're
surprised
doing.
that you're the one trying to get the buffer.
And also,
usually go over.
and Cappy, also, you're the lead. So talk to yourself right now.
I mean,
tell yourself.
Anyway.
55,
Well, I just wanted you guys to know. I just wanted you to know.
Okay.
You know?
Hey, can we get your schedule too while you're at it?
Yeah, no, I'll hook you guys up for sure. Plus, we need to make plans over the break. But Mike, I said to you about 2 weeks ago, I said, hey, are we ever going to see Jared Vanderbilt back on the floor?
Yeah.
Are we starting to see more of Jared Vanderbilt, or is this a result of guys being out last night and, you know, the roster being down, let's call it 3 guys?
No, I think that we are going to keep seeing more of Jared Vanderbilt than we were and when he wasn't playing. Now, once Austin Reeves gets back, right, then you're kind of cutting a rotation spot, obviously. But the Lakers, let's just be honest, they do need what he provides, the defense, the athleticism, the energy. And to me, the biggest reason why you have him play some more minutes is that he really does play well off of LeBron James. And early in the season when LeBron was out and Vanderbilt was playing, you know, there just wasn't quite as much use for him on either ends because LeBron, what he does brings out some of the, like kind of not duplicative, but when you have a couple of big athletes out there, and the same thing happens with Marcus Smart, by the way, it's better than just sort of having one guy that the defense can, or the offensive team can work around. It's harder to work around him when you've got LeBron out there, when you've got Marcus Smart out there. So I do think that we'll keep seeing some more Vando minutes.
Okay. And then I'll ask you one more thing, which is Maxi Kleba. I asked you about that. I said, hey, okay, by the way, Beto, I see the clock here. I see you pointing at the clock. So Mike, how about 10 seconds? Are we going to get more out of Kleba at any point? I mean, listen, just put him in there to hack people.
No, he's better than that. He's smart. He's good at defensive rotations. He knows what he's doing. He's the third center, so in the case where Ayton was out and Hayes started, then you needed Kleber off the bench. But he can play. You can throw him in a game when you need him.
Mike Trudell is here. Beto Duran is here. The big CY Clinton Yates is coming up. Steve Mason is coming by, and we're taking you all the way to the finish line. This is Sedano and Cap. Here comes Rich Eisen.
15 seconds, Cappy. You're early.
We are going to YouTube.
We got
so
12 seconds.
All you mongrels out there, you stay with us. Eisen takes over on 710
I
on
got
radio.
some complaining to do.
We go to YouTube. We'll see you there, everybody.
LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News and World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Hey, it's DeMarco. Game day in LA just got a whole lot more intriguing. Hendrick's Gin, uncommonly crafted with cucumbers, roses, artistry, and imagination, brings a flavor that's anything but ordinary. As the official gin partner of SoFi Stadium and your Los Angeles Rams, we're inviting Rams fans everywhere to elevate the cocktail lineup and make every game refreshingly unique. Find your next winning drink play at HendricksGin.com. Please drink the unusual responsibly. Hendrick's Gin, 44% alcohol by volume, imported by William Grant & Sons, New York, New York.
Hey sports fans, every night, thousands of foster youth in LA are homeless. The Right Way Foundation is giving them housing, jobs, mental health services, and real hope. Join the team. For just $10 a month, you can help a young person secure housing and start a new life. Visit therightwayfoundation.org.
It's exactly what everyone wanted. The best offers of the season during the 2025 Subaru Share the Love event at Ocean Subaru Fullerton, where we will donate $325 for every new vehicle purchased or leased to the charity of your choice. Take advantage of 1.9% financing for 72 months on a new 2025 Subaru Crosstrek Premium all-wheel drive.
With approved credit from Subaru Motors Finance. All buyers of vehicles will qualify. $325 donation consists of $250 from Subaru and an additional $75 from Ocean Subaru Fullerton, plus tax, title, and dock fee. Zero security deposit. Offers do not combine. See dealer for complete details. Expires 12/31/2025.
Hello, I'm Richard Navarro, General Manager at Fleming Steakhouse and Wine Bar in downtown Los Angeles, where unforgettable dining meets the heart of the city. Whether it's prime steaks, fresh seafood, or a handcrafted cocktail, we're here to make your next experience out exceptional. Call us today at 213-745-9911 to reserve your next table. We're open for lunch and dinner Fleming's, where great steaks, good times. Call at 213-745-9911.
Hey there, it's James Worthy. If you work in an office, make deliveries, or you're a labor worker and have back, knee, and shoulder pain, IceBod Active is for you. The first wearable cryotherapy that lets you stay active as you recover. Our compression wear has pockets that fit flexible ice-cold gel packs that mold to your problem areas. I don't endorse much, but when I do believe in something, I get behind it. Everybody I've turned on to IceBod loves it. 30-day money-back guarantee and free shipping. IceBodActive.com.
Clinton Yates here, and the holidays are upon us, full of gatherings, toasts, and plenty of cheer. And if you're like me, you want every moment to shine. That's why I head to Total Wine & More, where you'll find it all at the lowest prices, from rich whiskeys and smooth tequilas to festive liqueurs and elegant champagnes. And if you're not sure what to grab, their guys will help you find bottles that impress. You'll always find what you love and love what you find, only at Total Wine & More. Spirits not sold in Virginia and North Carolina. Drink responsibly. B21.
Out here, pets are always by your side, watching the herd, running fence lines, or asleep at your feet. Pets are some of our favorite customers. When you bring them along to Tractor Supply, we'll always have a treat waiting. And with our price match guarantee, you'll always get the best price on their favorite food, toys, treats they love, and pet meds to keep them healthy. Tractor Supply, for pets out here.
The home of Rams football, and now the home of The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon, KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
This is The Rich Eisen Show.
Hey, everybody.
Can't get enough of The Rich Eisen Show? You're in luck. You can find us everywhere. Watch us weekdays on Disney Plus from noon to 3 Eastern. Miss the show? We've got a podcast so you can listen anytime. But here's the best part. Our YouTube channel. Subscribe at youtube.com/Rich Eisen Show and you'll never miss a moment. Now, on with the show. This is The Rich Eisen Show.
The quarterback threw a backward pass.
Sorry about that. I know he feels that same exact way. He's a young guy that's a great kid that's continuing to learn about, just the platform that he has. I love him. We're going to continue to put our arm around him and help him learn and grow. But we never want to do things that ever offend anybody, and I know he feels that same way.
The biggest show in ESPN LA history.
Here's Isaiah Collier into the front court. Bounce pass stolen again by Luka. Second steal of the game by Luka. Goes behind his back into the front court. Alley-oop Larabia, slam dunk. Perfect pass by Luka. And it's a three-point game. 28-25, Jazz by 3.
Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
Scott Kaplan, eat a fat one, bro.
Thank you for letting me share in your aura.
How do you say his name? Asminger?
Asminger. On 710 ESPN.
The all-new ESPN LA app. And on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Give me a freaking break.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
What a catch by the tight end.
Dungus.
Right now.
Wow, that's crazy.
Well, you want to woo-woo?
I've danced with the devil.
It is smooth, baby. Yeah. Chris, do you think I talked to my agent about what a mental midget you are every day?
Oh, this is your chance, Trudell. Yeah.
Last one of the year, Cappy.
Listen to how high he can get. He can hit those high notes.
Oh, boy. Were you in the choir, Trudell?
No, I play the saxophone.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
With the reeds? You had to go buy some reeds, huh?
Had lots of reeds, buddy.
Yeah, can you still play it?
It's funny because my kids just started in 5th grade with instruments, and my son Jet has a saxophone.
Oh,
right?
nice.
He just brought it home a couple weeks ago, and I haven't played mine since high school, so 20 years. It's at my mom's house right now in Maryland, and I can't remember how to read the music. I think it would take me a couple weeks to get back into it, but my guess is once I actually picked up the instrument, I could kind of, it would come back to me quickly.
Can you freestyle? Like just
pick it up?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that I could. It
You
might
played in
take
junior high?
through high school. I mean,
Through high school.
well, because you kind of got those A's counted towards GPA, man. You know what I'm saying? Had to keep that GPA up.
That's how you got to Northwestern, huh?
Well,
I didn't get an A in band class.
Oh, Cappy's falling apart.
The Russians, they're coming after you. Can you
Heck
reset
yeah.
and come right back real
Finally,
fast,
I
please,
got it.
Cappy?
I finally got rid of him.
Mini Mania.
The Bethel Trudell show here on 710.
Wait,
Finally.
you weren't in choir?
No, I played the trumpet in junior high.
Oh, the trumpet. Okay.
Yeah, I was the first chair.
Yeah, that's what Talon, my other son, plays.
Yeah,
trumpet.
I you had to read the music.
First chair?
First chair, baby. That was good.
That's right.
That's good. I was good. I was all in my junior high. Stephen White. We all the family played some kind of musical instrument.
What about Briones?
Nah, nothing.
Nah.
You played the accordion.
Bergie?
Yeah,
No,
I
I
wish,
was
man.
not in band. Didn't
Or
play
choir?
Or choir, no.
So you had to do one of the
I
two
do have
in
the
my
voice
school.
of an angel, but
Did you have your school didn't make you do one of the two?
no, I played sports. That's it.
No,
I
in
had to do-
junior high, you
I
have to do
played
anything.
sports.
No, you didn't. No, I didn't have to play. I didn't have to play instruments or.
Oh.
No, I mean,
See,
you had to do one elective, either band or choir in my school.
Now looking back at how you get separated in school, realize that the music classes were the smart kids, and then my cholo friends went to wood shop with the
Auto shop?
plastics
Yes, sir.
and
Home
auto
ec.
shop. Yeah, that was in junior high. It was like
Yeah.
you look back, you're like, huh. Why am I the only Mexican in this class?
Man, I wasn't allowed to do auto shop or wood shop. My parents were like, no, you're not doing
I
any
always
of that
wanted
stuff.
to do plastics and wood. Like that's the stuff that you need to learn. They need to teach kids how to do that stuff, like
Yeah.
how to fill in the plaster on the wall, like right.
Sand blaster on
That's
the
true.
car.
I'm
The
still not
basic
as
stuff.
handy as I should be.
No,
partly
man.
because of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was taking over.
You good, Cappy? You all right?
I'm
now
all
that,
good.
Now
I'm all
set
good.
up in there?
They
That's
got
much
me.
better.
They
Yeah,
got me
got
for
you.
a minute. They got me. They did.
Oh, I tried, Cappy. I tried.
I know you did, man.
Yeah.
So, guys, let me just ask everybody a question. We've talked a lot of Rams today. I'm still like devastated by this loss.
Devastated.
And I say, yeah. No, oh, Beto. I mean, listen,
the season's not over, Cap.
You think that's the difference between them potentially winning the Super Bowl and not?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Come on.
No, I do.
I mean,
well,
could
here's
be.
why. But here's why, Beto.
The Super Bowl.
Well, in other words,
the path is so much harder, Cappy.
That's my point, right?
Well, Sean
exactly.
McVey will play anybody, anywhere, anytime. It doesn't matter.
That is true. He will, but we've also seen him play anybody, anywhere, anytime and lose because all of a sudden there's an inch of snow on the ground in Philadelphia. You know, I mean, I just think that.
Think that.
Cappy.
Take the year off, Cap.
We love you, Cap, but you got to maybe do a full reset and then come back.
If I could change, you can change.
We all can change.
Rocky IV is a great Christmas movie, Trudell. Because
That's a good point.
They fought on Christmas.
The twins haven't watched that yet. That we are. You know what? That's on the list.
You need to show Rocky IV to the twins now that they're legit athletes.
Do they need to watch like 1, 2, and 3 before
No,
that?
Rocky IV because you need to watch the training sequence.
Yeah.
Where he grows the beard and he's in the mountains and he's
in the
carrying the
trenches.
log on his back and the dog and he's pulling Polly in the snow because you're like, look, kids, I send you to these beautiful camps on the beach. You want to go to Siberia? You better listen, Jet.
Related Sylvester Stallone note, if you'll allow.
Yes.
I had never seen Rambo, and I can't remember whatever Netflix or whatever's on, and it popped up in my feed, and I was like, you know what? How have I never seen Rambo? And I was expecting it to be
Because
Stallone.
it's older than you.
I was expecting it to just be him, like in some war zone, killing a thousand. And no,
what
he's
all
just
the
hiding in
commercials
the
are.
woods in Portland. I'm like, what? What is happening here? And I kept waiting for him to like escape there and maybe get on a military plane to the Congo or to Iraq or something. And like, nope, it's just him hiding amongst. And then he blows up a town.
Yeah.
And then the movie ends. So I was like, what is that? That's it? That's what happened in the first Rambo?
And
That
they
was
made
First
like
Blood.
what 5 Rambos? So
So it was First Blood Part 2, then Rambo 3, and then Rambo Last Blood. So there's 4 total.
Is First Blood Part 2 good? Like, should I watch the next one?
Don't know, bro.
Yeah, I don't know if I think I saw the first one a long time ago and then
Okay.
never went back for 2, 3,
All right.
4.
As a kid here in LA, everybody knows this. They would show Rambo on KTLA Channel 5 on a Saturday afternoon.
Oh,
So
okay.
you're watching it, but then there's a commercial. So I've never watched the actual movie, and I don't know what the Part 1, Part 2, or anything like that. But it was first one was in 1982. The second was in 85. So.
Yeah, man. All
right, we're gonna try this again, Cappy. But
All right, let me have another shot.
Yeah, Cappy.
I'm here.
Another shot.
Hey, do you guys, Mike Trudell, are you familiar with something known as nostril cam?
It sounds like a camera on your nose. Is this what like the referees have?
Wait, hold on.
It's kind of
Is this like an ear, nose, and throat doctor thing?
Oh wow.
No, it's kind of like this. You ready? You ever watch a baseball game and they've got the camera in home plate and it's shooting upwards at the player and you're like, wow, what an angle this is?
Yeah, on the bases they do that.
Right. So we have something here on the Sedano and Cap show called nostril cam. And when you're not expecting it, Mike, that's when Parker or John or Tim or Graham, that's when they just hit you with nostril cam and you don't even know it's coming.
Where's it at?
Where's it at?
You're on it right now?
I just saw myself. Yeah, no, I just saw myself on it.
Yeah. So they're not even telling you, Mike, that your camera is on your computer, and they've and they got you, man. They got you. Usually they only get me, but they got you today with nostril cam.
Yeah, they hit
they
me.
take it from your computer?
Yeah. They just hit me with it. So it must be some kind of like a zoom in because it is coming kind of down.
Some good looking nostril. Oh, look, we got a Jorge nostril cam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Had a Jorge nostril cam. We got a Fidel.
Yeah,
Where you at, Beto? Where's your nostril cam?
I just covered up my computer. Forget that. No.
The big CY just walked into the studio, too. He is not ready yet, but the big CY is
he's
here
putting on
and
more
available.
layers. He's only got 3 on right now.
Listen, I think the big CY makes a major contribution to this broadcast squad here in just one moment because I think Beto and Bergie, you guys tell me. I mean, we came out hot, and we went about, I'd say, a good 90-plus minutes or so.
No, we did 2 good hours. Ace of SoCal said 2 hours of sports talk. What's going on here?
Yeah, Ace of SoCal.
Yeah.
He's got criticism over the too much sports for him.
No, he loves it. He said, what's going on here? I'm not used to this.
This was 2 hours straight of sports.
Yeah.
I mean, we barely messed around. I almost said the F word.
We didn't F around and found out. We didn't do any of that.
How much of that has to do with Morales not being here?
That is probably true.
Well, that's the voice and opinion of Mike Trudell, or does not reflect anybody else at the station.
No, I think it reflects everybody. It kind of reflects everybody at the station.
I've been emboldened because I've been hearing Sedano just run after Morales lately, and so I'm like, okay, I can do it. I can talk a little.
Oh yeah, Sedano's been killing him.
over
All
the
right,
head.
Scotty, I'm here now. So
all right, so big CY.
And by the way, Steve Mason has already joined the waiting room. So let's talk to CY first.
Wow, we got a lot going on.
There's a lot going on.
I really just came to show those adults my jacket
because the YouTube chat loves your layers.
It's the only thing they care about. They're they dress like they're 10th graders who were scared that the girl was going to make fun of them, in the lunchroom, and so that's not my problem. But I wore this on my show this morning, but it wasn't really. I was like, this is too much for you guys. So
you need a top hat with that jacket.
Top hat? Are you serious?
Yes.
Do I look like Abraham Lincoln? Do you see the color of my skin?
No,
this is not happening. Top hat?
Yes.
Top hat? I don't even wear jewelry. A top hat is way out of the question.
No, you wear that like when you're going to a ball, like a Christmas ball.
I wore this to the radio station. That's where I wore it. So.
Big CY, if you ever get a top hat, you got to get one of those beards with no mustaches.
Listen, if I ever dude, what are those called? Because that's like a great. First of all, I can't grow a beard. But secondly, what does that look actually called? The no mustache beard.
Amish. I don't know, but it's a bad look.
Amish, right? It's a bad
Jebediah.
How are you guys doing today?
We're doing really well.
Yeah.
But
I'm taking this jacket off. This was not the look that I wore it with. I had like a regular shirt on, just so you know.
Clinton, give us a fresh perspective. Me and Beto and Bergie, I think we've emptied the tank on the disappointment of the Rams last night.
I'll put that jacket on.
No, you're too big for that. You're gonna bust out the elbows. I don't know that it was a super disappointment, to be honest. I mean, it's a game you lost. And that's kind of one of those things. We talk about all the time about how good teams beat bad teams. That's how you know who good teams are. Well, the Seahawks are on a bad team, and neither are the Rams. And I don't think that – did I think that the Seahawks were better than the Rams before today? No. Do I think that the Seahawks are better than the Rams today? I kind of do. Maybe, but not by a ton. And I do think that there is something to be learned from the fact that if you don't have your full complement of players, you might not beat a better team or a team that is as good as you. That's where I am with the Rams. I don't know that I would qualify it as a huge disappointment. That's why you play the games. You're on the road, short week, tough scenario, little bit of noise outside the locker room, and you lost.
And no Devontae.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
CY, since you are like the resident uniform expert and critic, I thought that the Seahawks uniforms last night looked like the Philadelphia Eagles uniforms, but I thought the green of the helmet was amazing, and I thought the jersey was very Oregon-ish.
Yeah.
I loved the green colors of the numbers. I thought the Seahawks unis last night were bomb.
They were solid. They have that iridescent shoulder situation with that like kind of splatter pattern that I think that if those jerseys had been in white and they had the full 1, 2, 3, like the blue-green the blue-green helmet, the white, same pattern, just a white jersey without the gray with the same number colors, and then the gray pants, they would have had the best look I've seen in years. That's what I think.
What about Trudell's Manchester United jersey?
Pretty solid, brother. I came in looking at that. I was like, oh, and it's a true long sleeve kit, which is rare these days. They don't actually wear those on field that much anymore. You know what I'm saying? These have gone away. The German national team does that well.
Well, this time of year, right, in England especially, you're getting a lot more of the long sleeve, but it would go nicely, I think, with your
do you want to try it out?
Well, I'm more your size.
Yeah, the jacket looks nice.
Let's take a look.
Let's get a look.
Look at
you
very
can pop
Christmassy.
the collar, too.
Look at Mike Yates over
Ever
here.
since
Let's
I
go.
can remember, I've been popping
Very
my
Christmassy.
collar.
Hey,
That's a good look.
Yeah.
It's a good look.
Oh, we know what
that
Trudell's
does
wearing on
look
Christmas
good.
now.
I'm telling you, that jacket is money, dog.
Wear it on
nice.
Christmas.
It is money.
Against the Rockets.
It was one of those deals where one year I was up in Bristol and it was a Christmas show situation. I didn't have
Fits
anything
very
to wear.
nicely, by the way.
I walked
It
into
does.
$500. You can have it.
No, wait, $500?
Hold on. And I walked into J. Crew and I looked at the daggone jacket and the lady in the store was like, "You want that jacket, don't you?" And I was like, "It's looking like it's gonna fit." She says, "If it fits off the rack, I'll give it to you for $100." And that's what she
No
did.
way.
Hey.
Wow.
It
You
fit-
got to wear it, bro.
It fit off the rack. Yeah. So.
Mike, do you have a Christmas outfit for the game broadcast on Christmas Day?
I think you're looking
He
at
does
it.
now.
Yeah, I mean, that should be the jacket, bro.
No, so I do. I have a. Well, red is a little bit too strong because it's like a darker red, like a not
burgundy
cherry-
kinda?
No, it's not burgundy. It's red. It's just more of like a darker shade of red than like a fire engine. So like what like
Okay.
a
Yeah, I got you.
You know what I mean?
It's a more of a blood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah, it's more of
Yeah.
like a blood. And then the question is, so I wear I can only wear that like once or twice a year, right? Because it's so
You've
loud.
got the
But I
jacket
wear it
on
at
that
Christmas.
you should be
You're
wearing.
on,
And
bro.
then the question is, do I wear the Grinches or do I wear the reverse Grinches? And then which tie do I wear? So that's really the question
Hold
that I
on,
have to
hold on. Are you going to wear that? So Cappy asks me all the time to borrow my clothes. It's always a no-go.
That's a different story.
That's
though.
a different story. I would
doesn't wear it
lend
to wear
you
them in
that
public.
jacket if
No.
you wore it on television.
I appreciate it,
Sedano.
but I have.
Oh,
I'm
you got a
saying,
better
I
look.
have the red suit, but like this wouldn't look as good with the pants because it's a different color
maybe
red.
it's time to
Hey,
switch
hey,
up the
hey,
whole
only
look.
shoot waist up, bro. Only shoot
Maybe it's
waist
time
up.
to switch up the whole look. I'm just saying.
I think I could pull that out because it's not it's a national exclusive, which means I'm just doing pre and post,
Okay.
and then the walk off. So so like I
Let me know.
can mix it up a little bit more. So we'll talk. I'll have
That's
my people
available
with
for
you.
consignment. Just
Okay.
so you know.
All right.
Are they
For
doing
consignment.
That's for
Speaking of
you, Scott.
uniforms, do they do the Nike uniforms again for Christmas?
No, they haven't done that in a couple of years.
Man,
That's too bad.
These
I
are
enjoyed those.
fresh.
That
Yeah.
is a shame.
They had the kind of a Christmassy feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
hey,
don't mind
fellas.
that either.
It is the Prize Picks Power Hour, and I want to thank Prize Picks.
Yes,
Download
we
the
do.
app today.
Yes, we do.
Use the code CAPPY, get $50 in lineups
Somebody
after you
won
play your
last
first
night.
$5
Yeah, we did.
lineup. That's code CAPPY to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, where it's good to be right, and I'll add on to the tagline where it sucks to be wrong. Hey, guys, I knew that this Friday, last hour of the year, would be a free-for-all, and now let me bring in one of the leaders of the Ramily. And let's find out what he's feeling like this morning. Here comes Steve Mason from Mason in Ireland. Mace, it looks like we're in bed with you this morning.
We're in bed. Absolutely. I'm in bed. I just woke up. I tied one on last night after we lost that game.
Like for real?
Yes, 100% for real. Absolutely did. I am absolutely devastated by last night. This is one of those ones where I'm like, I'd rather have gotten blown out than blown a 16-point lead in the fourth quarter. It was brutal, I thought.
So, Mace, there are so many things that happened in that game last night, and I'm curious, like, what's the one thing that's bugging you? I'll tell you for me. You know, we looked this up, that the average for 2-point conversions is about like 49% to actually nail a 2-point conversion. You had last night the Seahawks get 3 2-point conversions. Now, one of them was controversial, to be sure.
Stupid. It was stupid.
And one of them was to actually win the game. But if you would have told me that they went 1 for 3, I go, okay. And if you said 2 for 3, I'd say, well, that's better than what the average is because the average is only 48% conversion. They went 100% last night on 2-point conversions, and that's the thing that's really got me pissed.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, the fluky one, the stupid one, is the one that hurt, I think, the most. I'm not a rules analyst, whatever the hell, but it did not look like a backwards pass to me. Did it look like a backwards pass to you?
It did to me.
Yeah, unfortunately it did.
Yeah, from my point of view, like sitting on this side of the television, it looked like it was not a backwards.
Were you in the bed when you saw that?
Yeah, I did. I absolutely, from my angle. Now, Cappy, you know this. Play through the whistle, play through the whistle, play through the whistle. There was no whistle. All you needed to do was pick that up like Charbonnet did, and it's not a two-point conversion. That was one of the things that was infuriating. I also thought they had a touchdown called back on illegal man downfield. I think that was in the second quarter, and the rules analyst on Prime said, no, that should have been a touchdown. The man was not downfield illegally. And then, of course, Harrison Mevis. I've been saying all year long, it's going to come down to a Harrison Mevis kick. He's been great all year long, picked a terrible time to miss one. But, I mean, those are the three things that fucking
But, you know, as for the kicking game.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
we're just going to go right. But you're lucky, Mace, that we're on the YouTube only hour.
I know,
and everyone gets it.
I know.
We can't do anything about it. First is Sedano. Now it's you. What are we doing here?
Mace, it's Yates. Let me ask you: is this loss really that concerning? I mean, Scotty came at me like it was that big of a deal.
You got to go on the road and win 3 games.
Okay.
Well, listen,
it's the difference between having every game at home and going on the road to try to win 3 playoff games. I think that's a huge swing. I think their odds to win the Super Bowl drop by at least 50%.
Wow. Okay.
Listen, here's what Seattle has left. Seattle goes on the road at the Carolina Panthers, and as we learned a couple weeks ago,
got to win that game.
Carolina is decent, and that loss now hurts so much more than last night's Seattle loss, because that's a game that the Rams, I mean, on the field, like you're looking at these two teams, and the Rams are the significantly better team than Carolina, and they let that game slip away. So that one hurts. So Seattle's got 2 road games to finish. They're at Carolina, and they're at San Francisco. As for San Francisco, they've got a game this weekend against Indianapolis, which I would expect that they would win, although I just won't put anything past Phillip Rivers right now. So you're at Indy, then you're home against the Chicago Bears, who are, we all know, they're a much improved team, and they're headed towards the playoffs. And then your last game of the season is at home against Seattle. So if the Rams can go on the road Monday Night Football and beat Atlanta, come home, finish the season by beating Arizona, and if the 49ers were to lose to the Bears but then beat the Seahawks, the Rams could still win the division. It still can happen, and the Rams could still have the number 1 overall seed. But what happened last night, Mace, and this is why I was saying to Clinton, last night's loss was devastating. And look, you go on the road, and more often than not, you split your division games on the road, and they already were fortunate enough to win in L.A. when they picked off Sam Darnold 4 times, and they still just barely won the game. But last night's loss was devastating, but it's not over yet.
It's not. I mean, obviously they're in the playoffs and they're going to get a chance to win football games in the postseason. I just think the idea of them not having to go to weather, not having to go to Chicago or to Green Bay or, God help us, to San Francisco or Seattle, all really tough places to play. I just think the odds drop dramatically. I thought last night was a devastating loss. For Super Bowl chances for the Rams. It's not impossible, but now Seattle controls their own destiny. San Francisco controls their own destiny. I just think it's highly likely that we're the 5 seed in the postseason, which means 3 road games.
Yeah, it was devastating so much that you don't even want to wear your Rams gear, Mace. All Dodgers today.
No, it's so.
What? You burned all your gear?
I did not wear Rams gear. Maybe this was the problem. I wore this last night. I wore Dodger gear last night. I probably made a huge mistake. That might have been all the difference in the world.
Jeez. Hey, I'll tell you.
Mace, can we get a view of your room?
You're asking a lot, bro.
Let me just look around.
I mean,
sure.
Let's go. Let's give us a tour.
There might be some contraband.
I'm acting like Cappy right now. I want to be a voyeur. I want to be the voyeur like Cappy.
This is where the magic happens?
Yeah. Do you have pants on?
I do have pants on.
Okay. Are they from Cozy Earth?
Are they what?
You know, my brand is my Cozy Earth pants. My everywhere pants are my faves.
Is that? What code can I use?
You can use the code Kaplan. That's right. You'll save up to 40% from Cozy Earth.
You selling pants now?
Well, I'm on my podcast. I'm selling pants, yes.
Oh, my God. So
they're the best.
So you're selling
We all have a pair.
Pants?
We all have a pair. We got it for Christmas.
Podcast
we all
pants.
got it for Christmas. You didn't get a pair?
Oh, Mace, they're the most comfortable freaking pants you've ever worn in your life. I swear to you, I'm not joking.
Hit us with the real line, Scott.
Hey, listen. Hey,
I got
Mace.
Sua Craven shoes, but I did not get Cappy's podcast pants.
Hey, Mace. Better than Lulu, better than Viore, and I'm telling you, so much less expensive when you use my code Kaplan.
You already screwed me out of my Viore reduction. You had them on sale, right?
Well,
and
I had the
never
discount.
got the influencer rate like you did, even though you said you're going to put it in Word for me. So who knows if I'm going to get your fancy podcast pants for a good price.
I got the rates, 40%. Thanks, Scott.
I'm going to send you a link, Mace, for 40% off my podcast pants.
Okay. Now, do you wear them for every podcast?
I'm not wearing them right now, but I do normally wear them. Like when I'm in the office, I'm wearing. By the way, Morales has them in every color now. Seriously.
Yeah. By the way, now he would be sitting here gloating today, would he not? I forget what his position is.
No, he wouldn't gloat today. You know why he wouldn't gloat?
He's done.
You know why he wouldn't gloat? Because we've been listening to him since freaking training camp. I told my best friend Les Snead that they're going 14-3, and now 14-3 is out the window.
Oh God. Well, I've been listening to the show today, watching the show. I think it's much better. I wish Chris a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's and all that stuff. But I think this is a good, solid show today. I got some good, solid sports talk today, which definitely wouldn't have happened if Morales was there.
Oh, true. That is so true. But I'll tell you this, Mace. You know what really bothered me about last night's game? All the things we've talked about so far.
Cappy just ignored that. He just moved
Right.
on.
Euro stepped right around that.
Only because Mace looked at the camera and Mace gave a little wink, and I went, okay, I think we all know what Mace just said. But Mace,
But do you agree with him, Scott?
Oh, 100% I agree with him. 1,000% I agree with him. By the way, so do all the mongrels, okay?
I don't. I miss him.
Mace, the one thing that's really bothering me, though, about last night, and this is, I think, what sadly might kill this season, and it's come back to get us now this late in the year, is unfortunately it's special teams play. You know, we looked at that Philadelphia game. We looked at Philly, and they had 2 field goals blocked, and there have been field goals missed, and I've given the Rams a ton of credit because they went out and they got a new long snapper, and they went out and they got a new kicker. And when the kicker last night, and I've been really supportive of this kid because I love his story, when you finally have a pressure kick, because everything else he had was nothing. Yep. When he finally faced pressure, unfortunately, he didn't get the job done. But it's not just the missed field goal. It's the punt return, because that punt return changed the momentum. And by the way, give credit to Seattle's front office. Remember, this kid that returned that punt last night, he's like a 4th-year player out of Weber State who was an undrafted free agent. That kid changed the momentum of the game, Mace.
Yeah, he absolutely did change the momentum of the game. That was the thing that kind of turned the tide. There was a point there where I was like, holy, we are going to win the Super Bowl. We are the best team in the NFL. And then it all came apart. But you're right, the Rasheed return was huge. Obviously, the 2-point conversion. Mevis, I was waiting for, and by the way, shut up, Al Michaels, over and over again. Hasn't missed a kick, hasn't missed a kick, hasn't missed a kick. The ultimate announcer jinx from Al Michaels. Must have mentioned it 10 times every time he lined up a kick last night. Hasn't missed a kick. It's like, he was due. And the bad thing about that kick is I thought it was good. Did it not look good?
Me too, yeah.
I thought this is going through. It looked right and just scooted out. I just thought, I am in a terrible, cranky-ass mood today. I know it's the holidays, but I'm in a terrible, cranky-ass mood. And I really feel like, do you guys agree with me, by the way? Better to lose by 30 than lose in overtime on a play like that?
No. I don't agree with you at all.
Oh, yeah, no.
What are you talking about?
Sign me up for a blowout. I wish we were blown out. I really do. I wish we would have been blown out.
It's like
last night was painful as hell.
It's week close to the end of the season. You don't want to get blanked or blown out at this point of the year. Not even close. You lost the football game, Mace.
I want to be blown out.
Okay.
That was so painful last night.
In case I don't have this clear, do you think the Seahawks are a better football team than the Rams?
No.
Okay, so then what are you so worried about?
Because we got to go on the road for 3 weeks in the postseason now. It's a complete. We would have had
Mason doesn't get a home
two
game.
home games and a game in Santa Clara.
Beto made that point. You don't get a home game. That's more important than the competitive factor.
Mason's right on this one.
Yeah. I don't know. If you're that good, what's the difference? Was the difference a road game when last year?
In Philly last year.
You had
was
it,
the difference actually a road game? Or was it an incomplete pass late? Was it an incomplete pass late in the game?
In the snow. It was a difference.
I I don't know. I think this team is better than just the home road advantage.
Mace, you going to take the afternoon off because you're devastated?
No, I'm going to be there. Last day of the year.
Yeah, last day of the year.
Which we need you to bring some energy, man. We need you to bring
Well, I'm gonna bring energy. It's not just gonna be good energy. It's gonna be bad energy.
Oh, watch out, everybody!
Angry energy.
Have a Snickers. Yeah,
understood.
He's angry.
Understood. Yeah. Well, Mace, really, the reason that I wanted to just bring you on this morning in our Friday free-for-all is because I was telling the guys, the fact that me and Sedano moved to mornings now and we don't get to do Super Crosstalk every day, it really bothers me when I hear you guys doing Super Crosstalk with Travis and DeMarco, or rephrase that, DeMarco and Travis. It really bothers me that when you do the woo, 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 there's no recorded Love Boat at that point. And I feel like it needs the recorded Love Boat. And
You're
so
not on the show.
Yeah. I know, but don't you think that, like, people are driving down the road and they hear woo, 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 and people are going, Love Boat? And, like, don't you think we need a recorded Love Boat?
I miss our crosstalks. I thought our crosstalks were great. I always had fun during them. I'm happy to play a recorded Love Boat if you would like to record one for me.
Well, Cappy,
or get
what about when you're
together
here
and record a Love Boat?
There's times where Cappy is in the building. He can come in to do crosstalk.
Oh, yeah, come on in. If you're here, do the crosstalk.
I kind of rule on the Love Boat doesn't need to be recorded.
No, it doesn't.
It's a live bit. That's why it's funny.
And it's also, you're not on the show.
Right.
I was doing, I was placating.
That's
Kaplan. That's it.
Well, Mace, I just wanted to wish you and Johnny I and the whole Mason and Ireland squad a very happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Enjoy your break. But again, I miss you guys, so I thought, you know what? Let's bring Mace by for a couple of minutes.
Or you could just do 12
to 3.
to
come by. I'm always in bed getting ready for the show, doing my prep at
Monster
this time.
show
So
prep.
call me anytime in the 9 o'clock hour. And happy Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, all that stuff to you guys.
Hey, Mace, why don't you come in and do the show 7 to 10 with Cappy because he misses you so much?
That is such an if it was any other day. It's such an
See, Cap,
Well played.
he don't miss you.
Well played.
Hey, Mace, did you happen to hear last week at the Rams game, I showed up to go get my credential, and who was at the next box office right next to me was Juan. Did you hear about this?
No. Oh, I did. He told me you were over there.
I guess, this is the hardest part about digital tickets. I guess Juan's phone died, and he couldn't get his ticket because his ticket was on his phone.
Mason been trying to get out of here for
His
10
phone was
minutes.
a block, and
No,
all of a
not
sudden
letting him
he
go.
had
Clinton.
no
No,
hard
we're not-
copy
we're gonna
ticket.
keep him.
Yeah,
We're gonna
it
keep
was a
him. Keep him.
crisis.
It sounds like a crisis.
Hey,
All right,
Mace,
we
is
got
Rocky 4 a Christmas movie?
Rocky 4, no, it's not a Christmas.
But they fight
is
on
that
Christmas.
really
Hold on. What
redundant?
about The Godfather? Is
Wait
that a
minute.
Christmas movie?
Yeah, that's a Christmas. Have you already done the Die Hard? Is it a Christmas movie?
No.
thing? 'Cause
We
everybody
did
has to do that
hardcore
once a year,
sports
right?
talk today. What about
Yeah, Mace.
Friday after next?
Friday after next is not a Christmas music.
Big CY. Big CY is losing it.
Yeah.
Big CY was like,
Any
that's
others?
it.
Trinelli, got one for him?
Mace, we'll let you roll, man. We
take
love you,
yours,
buddy.
yeah.
Have a great
Dumb and
holiday.
Dumber.
All
Dumb and
right,
Dumber?
happy Christmas,
Dumb and
Merry
Dumber. Is
holidays.
Dumb and Dumber a holiday movie?
No, it is not a holiday movie.
Mace, where do you buy the
Although,
masa at for your
You know
tamales?
what? It does describe our dinner table when we get together with the family. Dumb and Dumber.
All right, Mace, we'll let you roll.
Bye, guys.
Where does
See
he
ya.
get his masa?
Well, I want to know, where does he get the masa for tamales on the west side? I don't have a spot out there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Amapola's not over there?
For those who don't know what was happening there,
There's no Northgate over there?
Mace was trying to leave
Not
for the
anywhere.
previous 10
Wasn't going to
minutes.
let him. Wasn't letting him leave.
That was
We were
determined
not going to let him. We were
Not
going
gonna let him
to
go.
keep that going twice as long as they needed to.
Not going to let him go. Hey, it is the Prize Picks Power Hour here on Sedano and Cap. Make sure you download that Prize Picks app. You
I
use
do.
the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. You make your first $5 lineup. You get $50 in lineups immediately. Beto, let me ask you this. When we come back, I want you to tell me what we should play this weekend to put it together with that max discount on Anthony Joshua.
Mm-hmm.
All right? You'll
Oh,
fill
that's
us
tonight,
in.
right?
Tonight.
Yeah, tonight.
7:30 Netflix.
Tonight's the fight. All right, we're going to get there. We got Beto. We got the Big CY.
What up?
We got Trudell, Bergie, Briones, and we're bringing it home for the final 30 minutes of 2025. This is Sedano and Cap on 710 and right now on YouTube.
The biggest
biggest moments in sports live on ESPN LA, powered by Hard Rock Casino Tahoe.
The biggest moments in sports happen on ESPN LA. Thanks to Hard Rock Casino Tahoe.
The college football playoff.
Into the end zone for his first touchdown as a Sooner. Down to the goal line. Touchdown. Rico Scott. Touchdown tied. The biggest moments in sports on ESPN LA from ESPN Radio, powered by Hard Rock Casino Tahoe.
All right, fans, here's your winning play. Live entertainment that hits harder than a goal line drive and 24/7 gaming with nonstop action. No huddle required. Punch it into the end zone at Hard Rock Casino Tahoe, just 15 miles south of Bakersfield.
The biggest moments in sports happen on ESPN LA.
Hey guys, it's Cap. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt, one of Southern California's largest public adjuster firms. Avner Gatt knows how to fight back when your insurance company makes you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope of getting into your home and getting it all back together. With decades of experience and a passion for helping people, Avner and his family take the call themselves. So whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is, you call Avner Gatt today at 818-917-5256, or you go to avnergatt.com. It's 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. You call, Avner answers, he says hello. Your claim is our game. avnergatt.com.
The Sedano and Cap Morning Show is on.
I really want to play that sausage game. I like swing your sausage. That's like my kind of game, I think.
Mornings on ESPN LA will never be the same.
No, I have nothing to do with this. Exactly what you do.
Oh, my God. Look at him swing that sausage.
Back to Sedano and Cap.
Yourself a merry little Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Let your heart be light.
And that's how I figured out what a Chippewa was.
Not a Chippendale like Cappy used to do in college.
Cappy, you would love the conversation we're having right now.
Tell me.
Deep, hardcore Maction chalk talk. Locations, mascots, etc.
Bowl game talk, because, Western Michigan.
Home of the Broncos.
Yeah.
And I walked in there and I said, "Oh, you like Kennesaw State?" And he said, "Where's Kennesaw State? Do you know where Kennesaw? No, Cappy, do you know where Kennesaw State is?
Kennesaw State, is that like in somewhere nearby Atlanta?
It is.
Well done. Well done,
It
Cappy.
is.
I had no clue.
It's basically an ATO suburb party school is what it is.
And then Trudell had no idea where Western Michigan was, so that was weird.
Well, that's not true. I've been to Western Michigan, sadly. I was hoping you would say Western Michigan instead of Kalamazoo.
Right.
That's what I was looking
I used to get in a lot of trouble.
I would have said Western Michigan.
I used to get in a lot of trouble in college because I would refer to any of the directional schools in Michigan as just directional Michigan, like in the paper, and like fans would like text me and email me from like other states and being like, "How dare you refer to Eastern Michigan and Ypsilanti as directional Michigan?" I'm like, "Stop it."
The only reason I know why Kennesaw State is in somewhere nearby Atlanta is because I believe Sedano has called at least one, maybe even two Kennesaw State football games this year.
He had them this year.
Yeah.
You
and
should
I remember
look up Kennesaw State party videos and see what you find.
Oh.
Why? The kids go crazy
They
at
get
Kennesaw
after
State?
it. I'm telling you, they get after it at Kennesaw State. Again, it's a suburb of Atlanta, basically. And it's like, you know what? The relationship of Kennesaw State to Atlanta is not unlike what I would say the relationship of like James Madison is to D.C. You know what I mean? Like James Madison, J. Maddie, they get after it.
Is that like
out there.
Cal State Dominguez Hills to UCLA?
Perhaps.
Okay.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know.
Is that like C-Sun to Santa Barbara?
No, not quite. Not quite. It's not that.
C-Sun to UCLA?
C-Sun is a little still dicey, but they get after it at
what about Cal State Ole?
Okay.
Well, Cappy,
we gotta bring it back here. We gotta bring it back.
What hot topics, Cappy, did you have for us in the final 20 minutes?
Well, by the way, Western Michigan 34-0 over Kennesaw State.
I had to turn it on in the studio. These guys were watching Let's Make a Deal.
Well,
really?
Because the TV,
what are they wearing on Let's Make a Deal? There's always some crazy costumes.
Exactly.
Somebody graduated. Somebody had a top hat earlier. But if we change that channel, then the TVs go fuzzy.
Oh.
So you can't.
This is deep cut knowledge from Lakers chalk talk. This is what you know for being in the studio at odd hours.
Do not touch the TV.
Yeah.
Because you want it to work.
Mike Trudell, you ask a good question. What hot topics? I have two topics that I would still like to discuss today.
Okay.
I think we've exhausted Rams Seahawks. I think we've all talked about the devastating emotional feelings that we're all having this morning. And by the way, Clinton, you ask a good question. Do you think that the Rams are better than the Seahawks? I have thought that the Rams are better all year long. Mm-hmm. And honestly, when you think about it, the Seahawks they gave up 4 picks and 7 sacks in the first game and still had a chance to win the game at the end in L.A., and then with the Rams having a 16-point lead and blowing it and giving up 3 2-point conversions and missing a field goal that could have won the game, etc. Right now, as we sit here today, unfortunately, I think the Seahawks are the better team.
And I think that's what I'm saying. That's the actual concern. It's a talent matter. It's not just whether or not you're on the road or not. If you think the Seahawks are better, the Seahawks are better. That's a different concern than the road to the Super Bowl, in my opinion.
So 2 other topics, though, Mike Trudell, and it's a good thing we have Beto here today. Beto, 2 big sporting events happening tonight. The first is the start of the college football playoff between Alabama and Oklahoma, and that may not be on everybody's radar. But also tonight, this fight on Netflix between Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul.
Yep, it's a real fight.
I saw the weigh-in.
Is it?
Anthony Joshua, how tall is he?
Anthony Joshua is 6'6", and the rule was on the contract that he could not weigh more than...
Call extension.
What's that?
Because you're coughing.
Jorge plays that when anybody coughs because they're paging Dr. Battaglia. The doctor has to come in.
Didn't I turn off the...
If we got to explain it.
Beto did a great move there. He didn't just
that?
Use the cough button. He went with full on off,
like,
which is...
Yeah, because I don't trust it.
That's a veteran move, yeah.
Yeah. So, whoever doctor, whatever it is. What was I saying?
The fight.
Oh, the fight.
Anthony Joshua, 6'6".
6'6". He could not weigh more than 245 pounds is the contract. Jake Paul came in at 215. Joshua came in at 243. It is a real fight on paper because the Mike Tyson one was an exhibition 2-minute round. This is a legit 3-minute round, 8-round schedule.
Sanctioned bout,
and they're wearing 10-ounce gloves.
Okay.
So legit judges, legit referees, all that stuff on paper.
What does the 10-ounce gloves mean?
It means
relative to
so when you spar, you'll use like 14-ounce gloves. More padding. The less padding, the more of a fist is going to hit you.
What is a normal championship fight?
10.
So why is I'll be honest.
Using the gloves that they're going to use.
I don't think I'm going to watch, but
it's free on Netflix.
But even so. Is it convincing me that it's not a gimmick?
You get to watch that Paul dude get his face beat in. That's what the goal is.
That's what
That's what we all are hoping for, right?
And he's probably going to clear more than $30 million. Netflix is paying a bunch of money because Netflix is getting people, hey, you might not have Netflix, but let me just sign up just for this one, right? And Netflix is getting more and more into sports as we see that L. Duncan left ESPN to go there. This is the reason they got into the boxing, because they get to use technology for one night that they're going to test out, and then that technology is going to be used for their sports moving forward. But the over-under on this, Cappy, in the rounds, 2.5. That's where it's at.
Dang. How many rounds is it scheduled for?
8.
8? Okay.
Yeah. Anthony Joshua, everybody's expecting a first or second round knockout. The only reason that Paul even survives is if Anthony Joshua does not throw any punches.
Anthony Joshua, that brother's an American?
No, he's a British Olympian. Former world champion.
He's a Brit.
He's a Brit.
Oh,
like heavyweight champion, like real dude.
Olympic gold, a real
Cappy
dude.
described him to me yesterday and said he's a huge dude, but I didn't realize he's not an American.
He's a
real dude.
Yeah.
He's like Lennox Lewis, man.
Correct.
Sure.
He was the younger version of Lennox Lewis. So the odds, Jake Paul by a KO, which won't happen, is at plus 1,400. Anthony Joshua by KO is minus 380. Means you have to bet 380 to win 100.
Cappy, you throwing a little bit on that?
Well, I am. So I'm going to play it on Prize Picks because here's why.
Okay.
On Prize Picks, Anthony Joshua is a max discount. So his normal more or less number in terms of total punches landed would be 29.5. But you're getting him at a max discount. All Anthony Joshua has to do is land half a punch, and you've already gotten yourself halfway home. I got to figure on the other side, since this is a Jake Paul promotion, Beto, his
MVP
more or less
promotions.
number, his more or less number is 24.5 punches landed. So I figure that he's gonna get his punches landed because you got to put on a show. Do you agree or disagree with that?
That's a
Should I go
weird
more or
number.
less?
Professional opinion.
While you're thinking of that, let me add a layer question to it because this interests me just a little bit. The mindset of Anthony Joshua. So, nice payday for him.
Sure.
But
He's here for a big payday.
Now, is he the kind of guy, Or are
I
any
know
of these
the
guys
question
kind of
you're gonna
like?
ask
Does he want to hurt?
Will
somebody?
he go full Drago?
You know what I mean?
Is the question you're asking?
Like, here's my-
I can see the look in your eye.
No,
Like,
really.
yeah.
Like, is he?
If he dies, he dies.
And what if?
Right.
And maybe you go into it thinking like, look, I'm just gonna get the payday. I'll punch this dude a couple times, whatever. I'm gonna win. But what if he, what if Paul comes out and he actually, when you get hit in the face, and I haven't been hit in the face in a long time. I think it was 6th grade was the last time. David Sando, we were playing tackle football.
10-ounce gloves or no?
And when someone he was one of my best friends, but like I tackled him in a way he didn't like it. He punched me up. But when you actually get hit in the face, you're like you kind of see red, right? Like, so do you? I mean, does that even work for a guy that gets professionally hit in the face?
I don't think that's what would take him off. The question would be: is Paul going to say something that goes over the line?
So
a flag they throw sometimes.
But then he
in the
can even
NFL.
hit him one time to basically end it, and then it's not like he's going to jump on him and keep hitting him. So I don't
Anthony Joshua is a proper gentleman. He's a proper Brit.
Oh, is
gentleman.
that right?
Oh,
Whereabouts on the British Isle is he from? Do you know?
I don't know the Isles
I'm
he
gonna
come from.
guess
But he's a very
East London.
When you try to talk trash to him,
Like
he
Western
doesn't
Michigan?
engage in that. So a couple of years ago, he lost to Alexander Usyk.
Okay.
Split decision, and instead of being all upset, he's like,
He's from Watford.
He's like, oh, what a wonderful moment for him to be a champion. Like,
so he's a genuinely kind person.
He's a genuinely kind. He's not a trash talker. He's a proper gent. He lost to Usyk twice. Usyk is a much smaller guy.
Right.
But Anthony Joshua, if he hits you, he's going to hurt you.
Yeah.
He is.
But Beto, can I ask
powerful.
you this question?
He's from
Let me
north
ask
of
you this.
London.
So Mike Tyson, when he fights Jake Paul, he's 60 years old. It's an exhibition, and Mike Tyson is doing it to get paid.
Correct.
So he'll take the fall to get paid.
Correct.
When a 40-year-old former mixed martial artist who's not a boxer but an MMA fighter, when he goes into the ring, he's willing to go in there to get paid.
Yeah, when he fought Chavez Jr., when he fought Anderson Silva, it was to get paid. So here's the thing with Anthony Joshua, he was supposed to fight around this time as a tune-up because he's scheduled to fight Tyson Fury later on in the year. So this is exactly what it is. It's basically a tune-up. And hey, if come do a tune-up and I'm gonna give you $30 million, nobody's saying that.
Right.
Nobody's saying
That's the
that.
best tune-up in the history of tune-ups.
But my question
Good
is
offer.
Joshua the kind of guy that would go, hey, this is just for fun, and I'm going to get paid a lot of money, and he's the guy that really brings the audience, so I'm going to let him win. Is Anthony Joshua, like Mike Tyson, going to let him win?
Not to let him win, but I wouldn't be again, this is just a skip cynic in me. I wouldn't be surprised if Josh would just hang around.
Mess around for a couple rounds until he closes the door.
Man, somehow, Chino, you have turned me against watching this because you're right. I need
That's what I'm saying.
I need a full Drago moment at this point.
And this
let
is
me tell
exactly
you guys.
why it's Netflix is doing it great.
Yeah.
So the ring walk is going to be around 7:30, and there's a bunch of other fights beforehand.
Do we have any idea who's going to sing?
Is our boy Max Kellerman involved?
No.
Okay.
This is a Netflix. Jake Paul is the promoter.
Okay.
The fighter. He's making all the money.
Right, and probably then telling everybody how this fight goes down, which
Correct.
is he gets to win. Here's
I'll be
my
watching League
prize
Pass.
pick of the day, though, Beto. Beto, here's my
Hornets
prize
game.
pick of the day. Tell me
For
what
real.
you think about this.
Oh, they played last night.
Here's what I'm going to do, Beto.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Anthony Joshua on the max discount for more than half a punch landed. And then I'm going to go with Jake Paul because of everything you just said. It's his promotion. He's the money behind all of it. He's the show tonight that people are tuning in to see on Netflix. I'm going to go Jake Paul more than 24.5 punches landed. I'm going to take those two guys head-to-head, and I'm going to play it like that. And here's how I'm playing it. It's a 2-pick power play, and it's $20 to win $45. I don't like that number. I think I'm going to add to it. I'm going to go $50. Do you think that's good, Beto?
Cappy, with gambling, the prize picks in life, go with your gut, baby.
Okay. I'm going to submit my lineup right now. That's my prize pick of the day.
Yeah.
Anthony
Thunderwolves
Joshua.
probably the best game, and I see why.
Well, you'll like this.
I'm in on that.
Look,
Yeah.
Anthony Joshua
Much
has
rather
sold
watch
out Wembley. He sold out Hotspur.
That's in Minnesota?
Tottenham.
It's in Western Michigan.
Wembley's London. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Tottenham's
referring to Thunderwolves.
So he sold out O2 Arena. He sold out.
The guy getting
Since we're
crossfire
doing the
here.
three-way
Ah!
weave here. Yeah. Okay. All right. Alpha music.
All right.
Love it.
I've got
think it's in
Anthony
Oklahoma,
Joshua.
yeah.
I've got him on the max discount. I've got Jake Paul for more than 24.5
No, it's in
punches
Minnesota.
landed. That's my 2-pick power play.
There you go.
On Prize Picks. Make sure you download the Prize Picks app. Use the code CAPPY. Make your first $5 lineup. Get $50 in lineups. And let's all play together. Let's all win together. And let's do it on Prize Picks where it's good to be right. So, Mike, you asked about another question, which is what other hot topics. Let me ask you guys this question. Does anybody here predict that when we leave this college football playoff first-round weekend, that James Madison or Tulane will advance? Tulane's got Ole Miss, and we know about what happened there with Lane Kiffin. Maybe those kids are inspired. James Madison, nobody believes they belong. So they're playing Oregon.
The Dukes.
Does either James Madison or Tulane, the little guys, advance?
Tulane is a better football team than James Madison, like just period.
Tulane ran my Northwestern Wildcats early in the season.
And Tulane has beaten teams that played in this city in previous seasons, and it's not been a surprise to anybody except for the other teams that they played. If anybody's going to pull an upset, it's going to be Tulane.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
They got some real talent.
Yeah, they got some real talent, and they play a brand of football that I think is liable to win you something, especially if everybody in the world is sitting for Ole Miss, which could be the case. So we'll see. Well, who do you think is going to win?
Well, I mean, I heard this comment earlier this week from one of the Fox college football analysts.
Was it Joel Klatt?
It was, and Joel Klatt said, and I kind of agree with him. He's like, in basketball, in the NCAA tournament, we like the little guy. We want to see if the little guy can pull the upset, the 16 over the 1, the 12 over the 5, whatever. But in football, we don't really want the little guy.
No.
If he can't compete.
Wild disagree.
I don't want the little guy. They can't compete.
You have to keep the system in order to make sure that they even have a chance to compete. That's the problem.
Nah.
You don't get a Boise State, Oklahoma if you don't put yourself in a position to even have that from a framework standpoint.
I
That's
only
the
want
issue.
the SEC. That's it. Big boys.
Once you cut,
That's
I
it.
mean, I get what you're saying, but once you cut out, and this is something I could go on forever about, and I'm not going to. Once you cut them out of the framework systematically, you can't make it back no matter what the talent is, and that's the issue at hand. That's what I'm saying, Scott.
I guess what Klatt's point was, and where I tend to agree with him is that an Oregon-Notre Dame game is probably more entertaining and more competitive than an Oregon-James Madison game. So you know what I'm hoping for? I'm looking for upsets. I'm looking for the little guy to say, no, we actually do belong, and look at the upset we just pulled.
Well, football isn't really like it's not like the NCAA basketball tournament, though. Really,
there's no George
Yeah,
Mason.
it's a bad year for the case of Cinderella's in football. I will give you that.
So I just pulled up Tulane's schedule, and I had forgotten this, Cappy. You might have alluded to it, but they played Ole Miss, right? They lost
earlier in the season.
45-10 in week 4.
Got on the board.
So, I guess that's kind of decreasing my interest level in watching the game that they lost by 35 points. But
right, but I mean, I think also you're looking more so for schools like places like in Indiana, like schools kind of out of nowhere that all of a sudden have made themselves good.
Not directional Michigan.
Not directional Michigan. They are not in the right direction. But that's what you're looking for, Cap. And if you put schools that might have a chance to have a turnaround like that just completely out of the system, I think that's where you short yourself of what could be an option. I'm thinking about the Boise States of the world, who 20 years ago, or maybe 30 years ago for that matter, were not programs. But now, over the course of whatever amount of years, they've made themselves a little bit of a name.
So I've got a text thread with the dads at my kid's school, and one of them went to BYU, one of them went to Notre Dame.
Oh, I know the BYU guy.
And these
the
dudes
one who play football?
Yeah, you know Eric?
Stud.
Yeah.
Stud.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, you have to tell me more about that.
Yeah.
So they...
You don't think he's a stud?
No, but I'm saying
the way that Beto said it,
getting back channel information on somebody in your group chat from a person who knows him in real life.
He played football.
Scene.
He played football at BYU. He downplays everything athletic wise.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And rich.
So
that's what Beto knows it.
I'm telling you, but all of the gripes took over the chat where I had to put in a system where said that the next person that comments about BYU or Notre Dame not getting their rightful place in this has to pay a fine to the group, has to bring extra beers to the beach once we get there in the summer. So there's always going to be a team or two that gets knocked. So that's where I'm kind of like with you.
Yeah.
We can't let all of the pretty good teams in. At some point, just draw a line. And if you're not one of the 8 teams that are the best, then shut up.
Right. It's not that hard to me.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
Anything.
That's just me. Well, do you want Pittsburgh, your Pitt Panthers, Scott, to have a chance to win the national title?
I do want them to have a chance.
Well,
to win
then
the
you
national
don't want them to cut out the daggone
Then
ACC.
start donating.
No, I don't want them to cut out the ACC. I'm saying that it's the smaller schools from the smaller conferences that we've always all wanted to see get their chance. But the problem is that when they get their chance and they get their doors blown off, then we look at the teams that were excluded and we go, well, gosh, Notre Dame would have been a much better, much more competitive.
If they get beat by 100, Cappy, then maybe it'll be reconsidered.
What about 45-10, Mike?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. If it's that, and if the other game goes the same way, then it just gives more noise to the argument, right?
I think so. Clint, I understand your point, though.
Yeah.
I mean, like we all want to see the little guy shock the world. The Boise State-Oklahoma Fiesta Bowl, that is a landmark game. I mean, I look back to Notre Dame last year. They lost to, wasn't it Northern Illinois?
Northern Illinois. Another directional MAC school.
So, I mean, sometimes these smaller schools, can pull these massive upsets. Appalachian State over Michigan, we all remember that one.
Yeah. Right, but Scott, I think what I'm saying is it's not about the one-time deals. And you're right. I agree with you entirely. This is a bad year for the Cinderella argument. But the point is that if you eliminate the proverbial light at the end of the tunnel, well, then what are these other programs even doing it for? And that's where it becomes difficult. Again, Boise State didn't become Boise State overnight. They jumped from 1AA or whatever it was. They built their program, and the next thing you know, they were a low-key powerhouse out there in the Big West. If you can give teams an option where it's like, hey, there is an incentive, which is if you're a JMU, which, by the by, Kurt Cignetti used to be at before he was at Indiana. Let's not forget that. Then you've got a path to maybe turn into something that's not a little guy. And that's kind of what I think. You have to look at it from a long-term vision.
And the coach at James Madison, when it's all said and done, will become the head coach at UCLA.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is back-to-back head coaches at James Madison that have gone to schools that are more basketball schools than football schools, and we've seen what Kurt Cignetti has already done in Indiana.
Wait, are we done?
Well, we are pretty much done. It's time now.
I didn't even have the grievances.
Well, I'm going to give it to you right now. Here goes.
People.
Well, wait a second. You're going to love this, Beto. It's time for the Dealer's Choice Real Deal. It's brought to you by Seller's Advantage. If you want to sell your house, before you call an agent, you call Seller's Advantage. They'll buy it as is with a competitive cash offer. No repairs needed. And they make selling easy at 888-390-as-is. Beto, as I always do, it's time for you, man. Air them out.
All right, well, I can't do it on a Dealer's Choice.
That's the whole point.
Because
the stage is set.
I needed a whole segment for all the people because I made a list, bro.
Read it.
Maybe I'll do it on Monday when I'm working with Ramona because it's about.
Can we have a little taste of the list?
Little teaser?
Yeah. You know what? A lot of people complain in this damn building about things and never get things done. So stop complaining about things and look in the mirror every now and then.
Call someone out.
All right. Well, I don't know their names.
Oh, okay.
They're on the other side. They're on the other side.
Okay, yeah. the sales weasels, as Tony Kornheiser used to call them. I'm joking. But yeah.
But yeah, so that's one of the issues. But no, on the what am I saying? On the up and up here, I actually want to say kudos to everybody that worked behind the scenes yesterday.
Sure.
Because here at this station, Briones was here late last night, up early this morning. I was here late last night, up early, right?
I heard you guys had a full house.
So we had USC women's basketball. DeAndre ran that. We had Lakers. I was working that.
Sure. I was listening.
Funches,
Rams.
Wilbert.
The Rams game.
Kasim.
What's the punch?
Kasim, everybody. And we also had Sammy Pucks. Sam Patesh had King's Talk.
Sammy
Samboni.
Pucks here
Jeff
too.
Cabot.
All of that going at the same
Hold
time.
on, I need to know the blocking.
And
What were
Rams.
you
Oh,
doing?
my goodness.
So you two were over in the two side guys.
It was a mess.
He was in. So Funchy was in the control room on the side.
Yeah.
Where was Samboni?
He was in CFC.
In the Morales room.
Oh, in the Morales room.
And then DeAndre was in one of the edit bays.
Yeah. So
Wow.
what I want to say is
Full
this.
house.
We give Bergman a lot of grief for things that he doesn't need. But yesterday, it ran smooth.
Masterclass.
And here's how I know it ran smooth. Funches never got up from his seat and said, he stayed.
His arms weren't doing this?
No. And I know that this is what we get paid for. These are our jobs. But to see the way it was executed yesterday, so Briones, Wilbert, Jeff, and DeAndre, everybody who ran the games, it was insane. If somebody used to do that job, I do not envy you.
Radio clap.
But holy smokes, was yesterday a nightmare here. And nobody knew about it because we executed it. So it starts with leadership. I'm not kissing up, but because they had... No, because believe me, I'm going to be the first one that's going to bitch and complain when things go wrong.
To be fair, you mentioned it on the air. That's how I knew, at least a little bit, that at least Rams talk was happening.
You know what
here.
name you mentioned? Sam Patesh. I don't know him that well. I like him.
Samboni.
Yeah,
I'd like to know a little more about him.
Great head of hair.
Good
I like
dude.
him.
Oh, yeah.
Good
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
And in case you
Nice
missed the
skinny
email,
jeans, too.
Yeah.
I like him.
Yeah,
Skinny jeans guy.
Yeah, so great job by everybody behind the scenes making it all happen yesterday because, wow, if one thing could have gone wrong and nothing did. That was a great job.
Excellent.
Well
Did you guys
done,
go out
Beto.
for a nice meal afterwards?
Well,
Unlikely.
Well, on my Instagram, I took punches in DeAndre Mastros.
Oh, really?
On my Instagram.
That was just on Instagram.
On your
Just on
Instagram.
Instagram.
Okay.
I remember didn't he turn you down?
Yeah, I tried to take punches to
yeah.
Mastros, and he said no.
Yeah.
I'm going to 7-Eleven. I'm going to 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven, eat a Slim Jim. You're right.
Beautiful.
All
Beautiful.
right, what a pleasure it's been to hang out with you guys today.
Absolutely.
Mike Trudell, the
Yeah.
feeling is the same.
Right.
Big CY, we love you coming in every day. Thank you
man.
so much.
Appreciate you guys.
Beto, way to bring it home with us, man. Thank you for getting up early, especially after the late night last night.
Well, I stayed in your room.
Beto
Happy
absolutely
holidays.
roasted some caller last night, and it was one of the
yes!
funniest things I've ever heard in my life. Some guy called.
This guy called in saying that his church league basketball, because he's an MVP. And I was like, wait a minute. You're church league all-star? He's like, yeah. I was like, well, who drafted you? He's like, the Pope. Like, okay.
They were doing Vatican talk.
He was trying
Beto
to
mixed
troll
in his
me.
vacation bit.
That's a directional Italy.
Yeah.
The Vatican. Yeah.
Directional
Yeah.
Italy transfer
Right.
portal.
North Rome.
Yeah. No, actually, it's on the East Wall.
Well, let me just close things out by saying this. To our entire team, and I say the Sedano and Cap team, to Morales, to Berge, to Lindsay, Briones, Parker, John, Graham, Tim, everybody who works in the back, Sedano. I mean, you guys, we have had a spectacular year. And don't forget, in the middle of this year, and really towards the latter part of this year, we went from afternoons to mornings. You talk about seamless. It has really been just that. To everybody at 710, everybody who runs the show, man, Tommy Lamb and Deshae Reynolds, and our entire group, Nick and Kate's and Sam Lloyd. And listen, I can't go name every single person. You guys, I just want everybody to know, you make us look good. We appreciate you guys. We love working with you guys. We're a great team. I want everybody to have a very happy remaining Hanukkah. Enjoy Christmas with your family. Here's to a happy, healthy, prosperous 2026. We thank you guys, and to all the mongrels, all the listeners, all the viewers, everybody who engages on social media. We cannot do it without you. We are a family, even though we argue like one all the time. We love you, we thank you, and we will see you on Monday, January 5th. Until then, peace out, everybody.